Queen thing, know what you deserve. Don't chase an eggplant, chase a check. In me, let your hustle earn respect. He'll come around when you blowing. But your bag, that's always showing. Don't chase a check, chase a check. Let your moves break the necks of every doubt of every ex. You the prize, don't forget. This summer, we outside, we book, we blessed.
Welcome to the Mix of Thicker Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix of Thicker Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the Crystal Palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me. True player for real. Ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing. And that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Hey, y'all, dang. Greetings. This is Dr. A, and I am so happy to be here in this wonderful eve. I said, well, I didn't see anybody live, so I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go live and get this over with, honey. I just got off the it's not even the plantation because I like it. I just got off of the gig, one of my gigs, okay? And so I said to myself, well, let's do some good things. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's do some good stuff, y'all. Okay, we're gonna talk about my Jasmine life, my Jazzy life. We're not gonna be long on talking about her. I'm not gonna be on her all night. Last night, y'all had me so tired. I woke up at 7:30 this morning. I said, "Oh Lord!" I woke up. That alarm was like ding, ding. I was looking around. I said, "Who is that for? Who's that for?" And it was for me. I said, "Well, okay." So we're gonna talk about my Jazzy life. We're gonna talk about who we talk about. I mean, God, why y'all acting? So y'all gonna play like y'all don't know who we talking about. So that's how y'all gonna play Dr. A? I thought we was friends. We was YouTube friends. I thought we was YouTube friends, honey. But anyway, let's get to getting it, okay? Y'all, my table gonna be here. I don't even know. Can I be honest with y'all? I got this table, folded table coming on Wednesday, y'all. I don't even have a place to put it. It's just I'm gonna have to move some of these other tables. I guess I have to put them in some other places, and I just got to make it do what it do, baby. Got to make it do what it do, baby. Okay. Um. So we're gonna work on that. Okay. That's a good problem to have. Okay. Got a lot of products. Got a lot of products. Wait till somebody come in here. They're gonna be like, ooh, wee, ooh. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and go. Let's talk about my Jazzy life. I'm in I gotta look for I gotta look for a display case for my eyelashes and my nails. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So I don't know. Y'all got any ideas for me? Yeah, I don't even know. Listen, yeah, I don't even wear eyelashes, right? But these eyelashes are so pretty, y'all. I ain't gonna front. I might start wearing them. I'm trying to tell you. I need to hurry up and go get my eyelash certification. Anyway, greetings. Hey, Rose. Hey, Rose. Hey, girl. You're the first one in. Okay, let's go ahead and put my jazzy life on. Y'all ain't come to hear about my damn life. Y'all ain't come to hear about me talk about some really good stuff, some positive stuff. Y'all want me to talk about this girl. I almost said something really jacked up. Okay, am I back in the algorithm, y'all? I hope I am. Cause sometimes I will go on hiatus in a second, man. But anyway, y'all, I am so excited. Okay, y'all, let's talk about what did Jasmine talk about? Where is this thing at? We're gonna talk about this. I ain't gonna be on here long. Um, give me a second here. Let me share the video out. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all gotta give me a second. Y'all just don't be patient with your girl. Okay, here we go. I think it's like, Doctor Aisha, I already have it up. I don't. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna say? What you gotta say? What you do? What you do? Here we go. I'm pulling it up, right? Okay. All right. All right. Let's put this video right here.
Keep being lazy about cleaning
This
your
is
apartment.
gonna be
Seriously?
this is gonna be a little small commentary. I'm not getting ready to do a whole lot of my Jazzy life. We're not watching her at the game, baby. No, nobody want to see that. I'm sorry, I pulled up the wrong thing. But we're gonna do a little small commentary based off what she said. I guess it's in her community tab. I don't know why she always try to get the girls. Uh, Girl, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Listen, Jasmine be waiting for some issues. She be waiting for people to just clown her. I don't know what that's about. Look at this. Look at these posts, y'all. I just don't. It's just not. Please don't show us no more food. Just, okay. So I'm not getting ready to. I forgot where it was at. I had it saved. I can't find it, but y'all know I just got off work, so my mind. I had it. I set it up before I left. When I was at Euphoria, I did set it up. I can't find it, but I don't. I'm not on the same computer, but they all on my iCloud, and I can't find it on my iCloud. I think the Eric's got it. Hey Erica. Hey girl. Did I mention her name, girl? I hope I had mentioned her name yesterday. Boy, she gonna get me. Erica, I forgot to shout you out yesterday. I usually do. Girl, don't be mad at me. I don't need Erica's mad at me, okay? Now, some people I don't give a damn about being mad at me, but I don't want Erica mad at me. So anyway, let me go on to her. I think she was talking about her here for whatever reason. I can't pull it up. So this is where and just like that. Okay. So, okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me get the volume up. Because I'm not going to waste your time. Because I'm not going to go through my SoundCloud. So I'm going to use Erica to talk about. Hey, Erica. Hey, girl. Subscribe to her if you're not already. Majority of us are subscribed. Okay. Okay. So subscribe to her. She just 99 cents a month. Okay. All right.
You are posting.
Okay. So right here, case disposed, Jasmine. This says disposed, right, y'all? Jasmine Dukes, and that's the number. I don't want to die. I mean, I am essentially, well, y'all know my Jazzy life, okay? I'm sorry. I ain't going to say her whole name. I don't want to do that. And then it talks about the day she went, which we know was on the 10th of, wait a minute. Court date is on the 10th. It ain't the damn 10th. This is 9/10. Oh, it has been canceled. Okay, got it. Okay. So her court date on the 10th was canceled. Your attendance on the 10th at 9 a.m. is not required. Okay, so this is basically, I guess, the letter that she got. So basically, she still got to do the community. Here, I got it. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to download it. Hold on. Give me a second here. Let me download it real quick. Hold on. I forgot I got it on another area. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You got to be patient with your girl. You got to be careful. Okay. So that no one will know. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta take a picture. Hold on, y'all. I know y'all like, Dr. A, what are you doing, girl? Well, I'm trying to do a click thingy. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take out. I gotta hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. Now, saying to myself, honey, I sure thought this was gonna be on Dr. A SoundCloud cloud, but child, it was not. Girl, y'all know how y'all just really think y'all eating and y'all not. Well, that's what happened to me. Okay. No, I really didn't think I was eating. I'm just being funny. Um, let me hey Erica, hey, hold on. Let me go ahead and pull it up. If you give me two shakes of a lamb's tail, I will go ahead and pull it up. I don't even know why I'm working out. My little legs hurt, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all. But hey, I'm gonna get my workout on. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. So this was sent to me. And shoot, I said, well, seeing that it was sent to me, I'm going to share it. Okay. Give me a second here. Hey, Erica. Hey, I got to remove you for a sec. Okay. All right. Let's pull this up. Give me a second, y'all. Let Dr. A. Let me work. Let me work. Okay. Here we go. All right. Girl, it went right to this area. I didn't have to search for. One thing I don't like about okay, hold on, I gotta make it bigger. Hold on. Two shakes of a lamb's tail again. Her. The one thing I do not like about some of these platforms sometimes is that when you try to drop something like this, you can never see it. Okay? So I'm gonna make this bigger. And then I'm just gonna talk. Okay? All right, right here. So basically, hold on. I made it bigger, but I think I made it too dang on big. Can you see it, y'all? In the court case disposed means that the court has been closed or resolved by the court with the final decision of having been made on the matter. This can happen through various outcomes, such as a plea deal. And we know she did make a plea deal, right, y'all? A verdict after the trial, a dismissal, or successful completion of diversion program, which is kind of what. Now, see, I hate to bring this up, but hey, Suma, West Coast Suma, hey girl, hey, but she was talking about this. I remember one time she came to the platform and she was talking about the diversion program. I remember her talking something to that effect. Now I can't remember everything verbatim, but I remember a little something. So, West Coast Summer can y'all can ask her about that more so, but she does know a little something about that. So I was just like, okay, cool. Um, so where am I at? Diversion program essentially disposed signifies that the court has considered the case closed. Okay, through legal action like an appeals or expungement still have to be possible depending on the specific outcome. Okay, so again, this is not over with because this is still going to be on Jasmine's record, right? So Jasmine, if I were you, just something from your, mm, what am I? Am I her big sister? I'm her disgruntled auntie. No, that would make her mama. No, I am a step auntie. I'm a step auntie. I'm a step disgruntled Jasmine's Duke's aunt. No, yeah, because because we're not blood related. Cool, I can accept that. I'm a disgruntled step auntie of my Jazzy life, and what I'm gonna tell you is, I would advise you to go sit your tail down. Go sit your tail down because it's not gonna pay off for you in the long run. Okay. So Jasmine did do the plea deal. From my understanding, from my understanding, um, it's just kind of, Jasmine like to do wordplay with us because Jasmine, remember when Jasmine, okay, so let's go back. Okay, let's go back real quick. Okay. How you doing, Stina? Hi everybody, Dr. A. Hey girl. I know your voice is like, hey Dr. A, how you doing? Hey, go y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Stina. She got a gazillion platforms. Y'all go subscribe to her because she got some, I kind of like her decor, but I ain't gonna kind of like it. I like it, okay? I ain't gonna kind of like it. I have to be intentional with my words. I am in real life, so why I'm getting on here and not being intentional with my words? I like it. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to my Jazzy life real quick, y'all. And we're going to go back to the court possible case. I think it was a live. If you all have the link, let us sister know. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. Moving back to one bedroom. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to find. Girl, nobody wants to see Jasmine sweaty. A sweaty puss and a sweaty face. Those are the worst combinations in Jasmine's case because at the end of the day, you think funky, equal funky. Okay, so court update and relationship. Is that what I want? I think y'all. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this is it. Now this I'm gonna go. I'm gonna scam. We can scam through this real quick because I can't remember what the name of the video was. I don't speak Jasmine, right? And that's not that I'm better than people who speak Jasmine because we have a lot of beautiful women on this platform that do speak Jasmine. I'm just not one of those ones. So, okay. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find it first. I hate when she put those that lipstick lip gloss on her because I make her lips look really funny. I don't think she understands that. And then when I'm gonna shut up. Okay, hold on. Was he crying? Golly, girl, I don't even remember this video. I watched it apparently. Insanity. Boy, so if I just came up here, if me and my son came up here, and my son was saying, when y'all be like, Dr. A, if you don't get out here and take care of your boy, you know what I mean? Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. I'm confused with Jazz. Did she do her court stuff? Okay, from my understanding, Rose, she did. She did her her whatchamacallit, her class, her anger management class. She has done that. She actually filmed it from my understanding. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. If y'all in the bushes or on the TV, press up your remote and go on the right hand side to the menu. It should pop up and you can hit the thumbs up that way. Thank you. Tell them again. Tell them again. Okay. Now let's go back because I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find out what. Remember, I'm trying to go back to the video where Jasmine was talking along the lines of, what she had to do. And I want y'all to listen to the words. She called herself doing a wordsmith, okay? I don't think it was really a wordsmith. We just say that to make her feel good about herself. But I think it's more so about her just doing a just her word usage here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So just bear with me. Be patient. Because you know what I'm not gonna do is listen to her that boy whine. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not wasting y'all time, my time, or anybody else's time listening to that little boy whine. We're not doing that over here. I can't. I'm tired. Just got work. I don't hear no helper and they child crying. Okay. I don't even want to hear her crying. Okay, we ain't got time for this. Here she goes, sitting at the computer, editing with her boobage, with her tatas hanging to the lobe. And then oh God. Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I guess I should show y'all what I'm watching. Give me a second here. Let me show y'all what I'm watching. Cause I know it's like Dr. A, what are you talking about? How you doing, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty? Yeah, y'all are thinking like, what the hell are we watching here? Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna show y'all because it'll be unfair. Even though I am looking for it and I'm trying to be a little organized in well, not organized, just being able to whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put her over here. Okay, put her over here, and that's what that means. I read that. Y'all should see it. Let's go. Okay, I'm just gonna put this over here. Put her butt over here. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see it. Okay. Now let's go ahead. I'm trying to find it where she talked about the court case. If anybody knows
Thank
where
you.
if anybody knows where it is, drop the link. But I don't remember.
Drained enough. All of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just would like to have a conversation with somebody without them vaping in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that vape in my face.
Put that nasty vape down.
Right.
And it just
It's like, put that damn nasty pipe down. You smoke crack, don't you? No, I'm just playing. I know she vaping, y'all. I know.
stop vaping. I do. But not, I'm just not, I'm not going to get a blunt. That, I'm not going to replace vaping with something else.
Okay, well, I'm
We'll
not,
leave it at that. That was not a
I don't want
flex.
to listen to you having your addiction, dear. Let's go.
What I got sent to me. It was not a flex. It was not cute.
Okay, wait a minute.
What was sent to me, but I was just like,
I don't even
my
remember.
thoughts on it was, I'm going to keep my comments to
Oh,
myself.
you still talking about Olivia, girl? We want to hear about the court updates. Come on, y'all. Sorry. If y'all happen to have the link, one of you wonderful, beautiful, vivacious mods, if you have the link, you can drop it in the link. Or if not, if you're none of you other crystals, you just let me know. Miss and not Mrs. Hey, Dr. A, I had time to catch your you had time to catch my live stream. Okay, girl. And the replays when I can. Life has been hectic, girl. I know that's right. You've been rocking with me for a while. How you doing, child? What's going on, my crystal? Okay, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Not welcome, but thank you. How you doing, buttons? Welcome to me, Flick Palace. Okay. Okay, y'all. Where we at? Where we at, y'all? Okay, how you doing, Carmen? If y'all had a link, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I'm just trying to find it. I'm trying to find the link. I'm trying to find. Okay, let me tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for when Jasmine talked about what actually the judge decided. Okay, so this month was this was over um this was over 3 months ago. Give me a second. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So I'm trying to find out what she said during the court hearing, where she was kind of like, well, she wasn't kind of, she was on the level of, hey, this is what happened during court. The judge said, they told my lawyer, I mean, they told me, or they told her lawyer, I don't know, girl, she be lying, right? And she said, well, they said that, can you take anger management? I'm trying to, if I don't remember if this is particular the video, because girl got other interesting things in my head. Rather, I really got making money in my head and not this whole. I mean, just sorry, I was like, okay, this young lady, okay? Sorry, niece. Sorry, my step niece, unwanted step niece. I probably shouldn't say that that's an adopted child. I'm probably really sick and twisted, right? Okay, y'all, sorry. I listen. Okay, everybody, I have a zany personality and my humor is dark. Some things I find funny or probably not. I will laugh and stuff. And I will laugh at myself before any of you could even think about laughing at me. So let's continue. Laugh. You're more than likely going to be laughing with me. Let's continue. Okay, come on, Jasmine. Damn it. I thought I clicked the damn thing. Did I click? Oh my God. Yeah, this is I sound like Oprah Winfrey when I laugh, but she's like, go Sophia, go sit down, old cooch. We need some stability. He's like, we need some stability around here. She was like, go sit down, old fool. She say, I love hot food, but I'll kill
I did my research on prescription weight loss.
to beat me. I know my laugh did sound like Oprah Winfrey. I had to adjust my laugh. Girl, I hate when she start typing like a little cat. I hate when a bitch start
My
typing
phone's
and not
dead.
talking. Talk to me and type.
Okay.
You ain't gonna type what you said unless you me.
My bad. My bad, y'all. I had a phone call. Thank you. You're so pretty. Jazz, stay positive.
Oh, here we
Stay
go. Oh
positive. Shit will
God,
get better.
please, please, please. Let's stop with it. Let's stop. Jasmine, stay positive. Like, oh my God. Like people like okay. Don't make me do another survey. Shall I do another survey tonight or no? It's too early. It's too early in the damn. It's 10 more minutes Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be morning. And girl, y'all, it's too early in the morning for me doing a survey.
I would never do that.
Come on, Jasmine. Jeez.
Do you have any friends outside of YouTube? I do.
No. Let me answer that. Stop holding your mouth like that. You making your bottom lip a lot bigger than you have to, because that's not really how your lip look. Now, if
And
that's
then
how her lip look, that's how her lip look. But she does that because she's trying to go like, look at me, guys. I have. She wants you to see her lip lining and how she tried to do two tone with her lips.
her boyfriend live because he cheated. I feel like if you gotta go that far,
Okay.
that's what cheating is. Or you
Oh
got
no, we're not for listening. You give no relationship advice.
not as vocal as I
I'm not
should,
for listening. You do no child rearing advice. Okay, I don't think is this the video? Yeah, I don't think this video. We're not. Well, before we leave, Jasmine, little niece, little step niece. Um, listen. What we're not gonna do. What we need you to do is not to give any parenting advice. Okay, no cooking advice, no recipes, things like that. No cleanup advice. Not telling people how to clean up or showing people how to clean up. We damn sure don't need no relationship or friendship advice. Any relationship of any forms, whether that be via mama and daughter relationship, whether it be via granddaughter and mother relationship, auntie and niece relationship, or uncle and auntie relationship, um, or I don't know, granddaughter, mother and daughter relationship, or mother and son relationship. Hell to the no. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear no relationship with none of the whether you this is 2025, so this is not judgment. But we don't want to hear no relationship that you may have had with women, aka or men, okay, versus men. We don't want to hear none of those kind of relationships because you serve a dysfunctional god and energy. Sorry, you do. But let's continue. Sorry, but not sorry. And then you're gonna say, "But with Dr. A, she serves God just like you do." No, she don't, because you don't know how I serve God. So let's continue.
So I can take accountability with some shit. You gotta know how to stop trying to hurt people's feelings and be vocal about certain. Does that
Okay.
mean I'm
No.
over things? No.
Oh my God. Are you talking about Chris? Oh my God, please. Girl, Chris was eons ago. We should not fucking still be talking about Chris. Like, I just don't want that for you. Like, I don't have to um be your friend or anything like that. I just don't want that for you. I don't want to see you on here keep on asking for this man to come back. He's not coming back. He don't want you. I don't care if he's giving you pillow talk or making you feel halfway decent because he don't want to pay child support or whatever. I don't care. Or you feel like if you put him on child support, he's never come back. I don't give dang on about that. What I'm going to tell you is we don't want to hear about Chris no more. We don't want to hear about Sasquatch. We don't want to hear nothing about what he's going to do for you or how he do it or what you're going to do. Or, we don't want to hear nothing about that because you had ample time to come up here a long time ago and let him have it about you. You really didn't go there for real. You spared him. And if you're not going to tell us what it is or air his behind out, then we don't want to hear it. That's it. And it's too late. That ship has actually sailed. You waited too long. You too late to air him out. But anyway, let's continue. I mean, the real air out, not that fake air out she just did a little while ago.
2 day vacation, right? But I was just thinking like,
No. Okay.
I haven't been to her house in so long, and I feel like whenever I did go to her house, there was not a lot of houses around, and so, and I was young, so I didn't know where it was and stuff like that.
Okay. I don't want to hear that. Okay. All right. Okay. 4 months ago. Court. Here's some court. What'd you speak on? Getting Gary. Okay. So this one, okay, this was 3 months ago. This was five. Is this the one where she's talking about getting ready for court? You're gonna make this case stronger. No, I don't want to hear that. Okay. It's just dumb. Nobody wants to hear that. Hey, just me. um, convicted of social here we go. Okay, boom. Oh no. I can't.
But anyways, I am about to
Woo,
give
her
me a
face.
snack.
I'm sorry. I said I won't talk about that no more. I'm trying to be a reformed talking ish person. I'm trying to be reformed, but sometimes it's just some things I'm gonna steer away from. I'll let you all have it in the chat, but I'm not gonna talk about her face anymore. But I've already addressed that. I don't I don't want to talk about her because I don't think Jasmine's ugly. I know some of y'all gonna disagree with me. I don't think she's ugly. I just think that she need to go to a dermatologist. That's it, and go and resolve and find out what's going on with her. It's literally, I feel like it's simple. Maybe not for her. I don't know. But anyway,
And
face is actually very oily, which is probably not the best right now. I mean, when you have acne like that, I would think you wouldn't want your face that oily. But hey, what do I know?
and Legends
I'm
watch.
not an esthetician yet, so I can't tell you that. I can't give advice on that. But just a thought, though. Just my opinion. Just thinking about it.
TV. I gotta finish these clothes, which is the boys' clothes.
Oh God! Just wash everybody's effing clothes together and fold them up and separate them. You're wasting laundry detergent. You're wasting time, money, energy. That's why you have all those clothes built up like that. Now, all of y'all is going to the same toilet. Y'all sitting y'all excuse me, you sitting your behinds on the toilet. Hopefully, you're wiping it down with Pine-Sol or some type of disinfectant. Okay, and two, that's the whole point of the clothes being washed or washed. That you're putting laundry detergent in there. Some clothes like the white requires bleach. You can always use woolite as well, right? It's just different things you can do to put in the clothes, and they're actually cleaning the clothes out. So if somebody has, and some clothes you might need to wash ahead of time. I don't know, like drawers, like underwear. Somebody might have, you know what it is. Stuff in their underwear that you might not need to wash out by hand, right? Whether that, because you have to. I don't want to go there, but y'all know what I mean. I don't want to go there. But women are going. They're growing to be young ladies. You know what comes with being a young lady. We all, most of us are women out here. Also with some other children might have little shiggity stains in the pants. So just wash them out by hands and just throw them and then throw them in the washing machine after you get all the shiggity out, and just rewash them again in a decent way, and just keep it moving. Fold it, put that shiggity in the dryer. Just make sure they separated by colors, not necessarily by the kid. Put all that shit, because you wasting the electricity, you wasting time, money, and that's why your laundry is always stacked up to the ceiling. Okay, and separate them by the colors. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff might also need to be separated by the textures, because you do buy a lot of stuff on Shein. And I'm telling you, when you buy stuff on Shein, some of that bullshiggity gets linted really fast, which is why the stuff that I have bought my son, I'm gonna be honest, that I have bought my son on Shein, uh, they're just his play clothes, to be honest, right? We just do Old Navy. We're just safe at Old Navy. I'll get some Nike things too, Nike, Nike regular Nike and Nike outlet. You know what I mean? And we just keep it moving over there. And Oshkosh, you know what I'm saying? We get stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'll see some stuff on Amazon. I get them some stuff off of Amazon too, y'all. It don't have to be name brand. If it's cute, I'm gonna get it. But I just don't like that texture sometimes that Shein be having. Them clothes turn into to play clothes, to be honest, because of the materials they are. Because some of that shiggity, I agree with Miss Redbone. Miss Redbone, well, she was talking about that before, and she was like, "Girl, that stuff be girl. As soon as you watch that, it be janky." And she not lying about that. A lot of that stuff be janky. Now, for women, I think Shein is better for women than it is for children, more so, to me. That's just my opinion. But they do have some cute clothes on occasion. Yes, sometimes, well, a lot of times. But I would just be, so just keep that in respect. And that's not telling you not to shop there. That's just telling you you're gonna have to separate those clothes in a way where it won't interfere, so you don't have to get lint and mess up the outfit. That's all I'm saying. That's all. So when you understand that, you can live better and just earning these clothes. You're making your life so hard by doing how you wash clothes, the way you clean up. It's just difficult. And don't get it twisted. And this is coming from somebody who I do have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff in my business. I sell a whole bunch of stuff. I have a lot of stuff in my home. My husband has a lot of tools everywhere in different crimps, underneath the couch. I'm like, God damn. So what we're doing is he's going to get some time here, and he's got to put this stuff back where it need to be. He got his letters in the back of my business. That's going to have to go in about 3 weeks. I'm evicting his letters. Okay, let's go.
Y'all, I've been doing laundry for the past couple of days.
That's your fault. But I'm trying to
My treacherous and
get to what you're talking about.
five.
Now that I use
So
Monday
that's what I'm
service.
trying to get to what she's talking about. I don't care about her clothes. I just did make a comment on that because the young, our little niece over here, y'all, our little step niece over here, then brought it up. So once she brought it up, I just said, okay, I'll address it. Let's go. I know we good for addressing things over here, right? Okay, here she go. Court day. Okay. All right. I found the video, I think, y'all. What y'all think? Do y'all think I found the video? Okay. Phil on the court date. Think it's on the 11th coming up. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read y'all commentary in a minute. I mean your comments in a minute. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. If I sound like I'm out of breath, I am. I'm on the bike. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know I work out around this time. And I had to get off the bike. Let me see. 45 minutes. I don't even know if I should do a full workout, y'all. Because I was working out at my job today. Y'all, so we're done. The case is dismissed. They took my cease and desist letter and used that because my cease and desist letter was sent before the person made the report, and they took that and that's what they're using. So they took that and they're using it for what? See, that's what I'm saying, how she kind of plays word usage. So do keep that in mind. I just want y'all to hear this firsthand. And don't get it twisted. Sometimes I get things wrong myself, right? Sometimes I have to walk back stuff sometimes, and that's okay. I don't mind walking stuff back. But goddamn. It's just like to create a whole nother scenario, basically a blood and lies. You know what the heck I'm talking about. We ain't gonna play these damn games, okay? Let's continue. I'm gonna try not to cuss tonight. I'm gonna try so hard not to cuss. I'm gonna use words like, well, if I say mother father, you know what mother father is. That's MF. If I say shiggity, you know what shiggity is. If I say okay, we ain't got time to do Dr. A's Urban Dictionary or Dr. A's own personal cursing, aka uh, abbreviations. Use that to basically say, how could it ain't adding up. Okay, wait a minute. You still okay? Okay, I'm gonna try to full. Okay, let me read y'all comments before I hear her out. Because I just got to take a breath. I got to take a breath. I have to take a breath. Okay. Who's step niece? Girl, who's step niece? I call it Jasmine, our step niece. Oh, Stina, I love that. Jasmine can barely do laundry herself. I bet it hasn't even taught. She hasn't even taught Kaylin how to. Girl, now in my house, after 12 years, you've learned grilled cheese and all kinds of stuff plus laundry. That's what I'm talking about. Kaylin is 12 years old and she can do her own laundry. Hell, Kayla can do everybody else's laundry. Everybody can do laundry at this point. Them two oldest ones, my son at least know how to separate clothes. My son know how to throw the clothes in the washing machine. I will turn it on. At least do stuff like that. He's 9 years old. At least do stuff like that. My son vacuums. He's not really a big laundry person, but I do show him certain things. I tell him to take the dryer out. He'll fold up some towels and some of his clothes. Just some things you can make children do. Oh, damn. Girl, only 1 teaspoon of detergent isn't enough. Did you look at those things? Jazz collects an SSI check. You are fine. No advice. Jazz can't cook. No parenting skills. No relationship skills. Right, Jasmine? Sit down. No hygiene advice. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right about that. Okay. Hannah doesn't count, Jazz. So Jasmine is scamming for that money. For what money? Girl, how you doing, Melly? Girl, for any money she can get. You know what it is. Okay. Girl, when I was 8 years old, I was cleaning up the whole house. My mother was teaching me how to fry chicken. I don't even eat meat to this day. That's probably why I don't eat meat. But I'm just saying, let's cut it out. Dang, I wonder if I think I need to put this. I wonder if I put this food up. I was confused. Well, I wish your family well before I refused to claim her on my family. My ancestors would raise up in uproar. It's just jokes. That she ain't my damn friend. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm telling y'all, when you do that DNA, you be done found some people that ain't supposed to be in your family. Like it's one guy I have been knowing since 2009. And I'm talking about he was in the movement with me, and we was cool. He used to do my security all the time for me. I'm telling you, I used to cuss him out from the rooter to the tutor. And man, I looked on that damn page one time and found out this son of a gun was my damn cousin. I said, "Ain't this about a bitch?" I'm not even from Louisville. I'm from St. Louis. I said, "God damn!" And he said, "We cousins." I said, "Don't tell nobody." I said, "You tell anybody?" He said, "I told everybody." I was like, "Shit." That's funny. Hold on, y'all forgot I had to stop working. I had to put this food in my husband's thing before because if I don't put it in, I'm gonna forget. And I don't have to do as many exercises today, so I'm straight. Girl. She all of our little aunties. She our play auntie niece. Instead of don't try to act like you ain't gonna run away from this. This is you too. This is you too, me too.
And y'all, if y'all would have seen the stuff that I wish I should have took a picture of it. The stuff that was said, and mind you, we're way in Dallas right now, but the stuff that was said, every time the individual went on live talking mess, she wrote something, and they proved it out that it was a lie. Because I only said what I said one time. I didn't say that multiple times because I backtracked. They have
Yeah, but I don't know about that, Jasmine. Now,
that video too. I didn't even have to.
okay, I'm gonna just say it out. You a liar. You lying. You just say this multiple times. I don't like Olivia, and I don't think you should go in court and incriminate yourself. Unfortunately, but you did kind of say this stuff though. We ain't gonna play no games now. We ain't gonna play no games, Jasmine Duke. You did say this stuff. You did say it you went on the spree. You went on a bit of a spree, but I don't really care because I don't like Olivia. And I really should have said this on the jump street. But I don't like, ain't nobody gonna bully me into saying I can't stand Olivia because I can't, right? But since nobody's pressing me for it, I can say it on my own, okay? I really don't care about her incriminating herself, but she is incriminating herself. I don't really care whether or not she did this, and she did do it though. We ain't gonna play like she didn't do it, right? She did this, but it's not a big deal for me. I really don't care. That's on her to why she did it, or she can fight over Chris all she wants to, fighting over a man that don't give a damn about her. But okay.
Go pull that. They pull that themselves. All right, so I'm at home and I had a basketball game and everything. My phone ran out of storage. I literally forgot my camera. I left it on the counter and I was gonna bring it with me to Dallas, but I didn't. I literally forgot it, so I was like, I'm gonna record on my phone. Ran out of storage. So basically, there was other creators that like they showed me exactly because they document word from word what people say and stuff like that when they actually physically talk to them, and it was sad. It's like there were other creators and they were trying to get other creators like talk about what can I do about this creator if she said this, like, and it was like if she said this or that, and then it was also stated like that I threatened kids, which y'all know me. What have I always told y'all?
Wait a minute,
Kids out of it.
No, Jasmine. You did ask where her children went to school with. Why did you want to know that though? That's not a good look. Now, I'm not saying you would have done anything to him. It's just not a good look for you to have said where her children go to school at. Like that. Okay, put yourself. Now, we don't have to like Olivia. None of us probably do in here. Am I safe to say that pretty much am I safe to say that pretty much none of us in here really like Olivia? Can we all agree with that? Right? However, if somebody asked where your children went to school at, I don't think that you would be such in a good mood. I know if anybody asked where my son went to school at, so they could, possibly call up to his school or do some or do what God knows what. That ain't none of your damn business. That's taking it too far. I think they both took it too far, to be honest, right? But it is what it is. That's their life. I don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn. I didn't feel sorry for her because I don't really. Jasmine will strike your channel so fast. Jasmine will throw her hot rocks and hide her hands. Throw rocks and hide her hands. So she can't no more than we can't trust Olivia no more than we can trust just Jasmine. Okay, I mean Jasmine Dukes. Okay.
The kids don't count. Never. I've always said that. But there was stuff on there that was like, what? And so I had made sure that I had my ducks in a row. There were other lies in the statement as well that was made against me, basically saying that they only knew me for 1 year and I came to their house and all this stuff. And we all know I never went to this person's house, and that they were afraid that I was going to harm their kids because I said I was going to harm their kids. At this point,
You probably didn't believe that, but because Jasmine, you weren't gonna hurt no fly. You weren't gonna hurt the children, but I do believe. I ain't gonna lie. If you would have saw Olivia, it probably would have been on site. Now I'll say that. Let me say this. I think y'all would have fought. I'm just gonna be honest. If you saw Olivia, I believe y'all would have. It would have been on like Donkey Kong. But I don't think you would have drove all the way unless it had something to do with Chris. I'm gonna be honest. I think you would fight his woman over him. I'm gonna be honest. But on the terms of, this is the sad thing. This is my opinion. Jasmine, I believe you would get back friends with Olivia. I think you are really desperate, and I think you would be back friends with her. I think that if your porters would go along with it, I believe you would. But I don't know, Jasmine. You do lie. So does Olivia. So does, it just goes down. So, whatever. But so if we go back and we listen to the word usage now, what about her sentence? I don't know if it's on this video. I think it is. Let's keep watching.
it was just like, what? Like, so people can just come out here and just say some crazy ish like this and just get away with it. But I just literally was.
Jasmine, you did say it. I mean, I wouldn't commit to saying that I said it, especially when you're in a court of law. I would kind of do. I would give me a good attorney that, which a word on the curve is you didn't have an attorney, okay? Which was dumb. Looks like there was an arbitrator. I don't know because I didn't pull your court papers up. I'm just going off what you said, and I'm also going off what everybody else said here on the YouTube streets, wrong or right. Okay, let's go.
Like, look, I'm not taking no plea deal. Y'all got me messed up. I want this shit off my record. And honestly, that's all I was literally pushing for. Like, y'all are not finna sit here and try and play me and say, oh, if you say that you did do this, then
it's just, come on, Jasmine. How you allow Olivia to let you go behind? How do you allow Olivia to let you get caught up like this? You probably shouldn't have threatened a girl's life. I don't think I'm gonna threaten people's life on the YouTube street. I don't literally want to threaten anybody's life. I'm just gonna handle you spiritually, okay? If it's all like that, if it come down to it, some people ain't worth handling spiritually, to be honest. And other people, I got you. But for the most part, some people just ain't worth it. Sometimes you don't have to always. Some people just worth you moving on with your life. Some people just ain't worth that. Some people you just gotta move on with your life. But I wouldn't have done the threatening though, because you already know she's a cop caller. You already know who she is, and you wouldn't know she did that on her own husband, and he just was trying to come get his children. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think she wasn't gonna do that for you? do that to you. Who are you?
We'll get it off your record. No, there was a cause and effect situation. I said what I said that one time due to what I have had to deal with for an entire year. And on top of that, it was also stated that they were planning on abusing the system, which is what they did. But honestly, I feel like, when it comes to the state and how things are run, it's more so I want to try and, I want this person to plead guilty type stuff. It's just, I feel like it might be just broken. Part of the state situation just may be broken, and it's whatever. Hopefully this doesn't
I
happen
mean,
to
there
anybody.
are other things that are broken in the cracks of the system. Not this bullshiggity right here. Like I can give you an example. I can give you a couple of examples that is broken in the state. That's broken in the in the criminal justice judicial department, I should say. One being people who are convicted of crimes that they did not do, and after spending a gazillion years in jail, in the penitentiary, come to find out that they did a DNA and these damn people didn't do it. How about the injustice of people, of cops pinning things on people, or investigators, or the prosecuting attorneys not releasing all the information to the defense attorneys? I mean, it's all kind of things that have gone wrong. And how about there are not enough judges who really understand certain circumstances? How about when you go to a trial, there's hardly anybody that is a peer on the jury. I mean, it's things that are an injustice. What happened to you and Olivia is not an injustice. It's not an excuse me. It's not an injustice. What even Olivia children being taken was not injustice. Okay, it was not. I'm sorry. I know that y'all want to paint this narrative, this picture, but it just wasn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm not sorry. These are facts, right? So that was an injustice. You going to over on trial over some YouTube crap is not an injustice. I'm sorry, just not. Okay, it's not, because you did do it. Now, you know what I mean? Am I gonna ride you out for doing what you did? No, not really, because I really don't care. That's between you and Living. You ain't threatening my life. Why do I give a damn for? Shoot, nobody give a damn about nobody cares about me like that. I mean, and when I say nobody, I'm talking about your ass. You didn't come over here. You didn't say, Dr. A, it's your birthday, girl. You didn't buy me no birthday gift. Why do I give a damn? You know what I mean? I'm not saying she got I'm just talking stuff. But you know what I mean? We ain't, girl. We not riding for you over here, Jasmine. I'm sorry. We're just not gonna ride for you, right? But it just is what it is. I both of y'all really should be behind both of y'all really should be dealing with your own ish, trying to get y'all life together. I wouldn't y'all neither one of y'all need to be in somebody's courtroom over none of this nonsense. Right? You shouldn't have even been threatening her. And she shouldn't even been your friend. I don't even understand why you was friends with her. It really goes deeper than just this court stuff. It goes down to, why would you even be friends with her? You know how the fuck she is. She's not no good person. She's never been friends with nobody in her life. She's not even a friend to her children or her mama. So why would you go thinking she was your friend? That's really the issue. But okay, let's continue on. I'm trying to, if y'all can find, if any one of you minds can find where she did the wordsmith on what the judge said that she had to do. Okay. I'm coming through this video. I don't want to waste y'all time. I wanted to go back and listen because y'all asked the question. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up, because y'all asked the question to what she said. Okay, let's go.
Else, and they don't get a court appointed lawyer, and they're able to get afford a regular lawyer to where they can do more things. Y'all know what I mean? Because I felt like I had to really push for certain things. I was pushing.
Well, let me tell you something. Even with an expensive lawyer, dear, even with an expensive lawyer, they're going to still ask for any information that you have. I mean, just to be honest with you, what? Well, you know what? Well, these lawyers nowadays, the ones that my home people that I know that has to use the lawyer. The lawyer I had, I didn't have to do all this stuff for. He did it all. All I did, he just got whatever thrown out of court. I'm telling you. And then that damn police officer was looking stupid. He was still trying to argue. He was still on the stand trying to argue, and they was like, "Case dismissed." I'm just telling y'all because it was done because it wasn't no case. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling you that it's just you get what you pay for. Number one, number two, you should have gone in there with a damn lawyer. That's what the hell you should have did. Everybody told you. I don't know why people go to court without a lawyer, and people be thinking they can go in there and really. I don't know. In my line, when I was in the movement, I'm telling you, it was a lot of people that was like, yeah, I'm just going to go in here and represent myself. And sometimes if it's a parking ticket or some shit, they'll get out of it and they'll be like, well, I don't believe this courtroom is not really a courtroom. And yeah, I can tell y'all some stories, make y'all laugh, but I won't tonight, okay? I won't. I'm going to try to stick to the subject. I'm going to try to just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? Anyway, so I just think that this was just a waste of time. This was a waste of Olivia's time. This was really a waste of Jasmine's time. I get that, I know she threatened her. She did threaten her, though. I ain't gonna lie. She did threaten her, though, y'all. She did threaten her. Do I think it's funny? No, I just think it's dumb. I just think it's a shame. I just think it's that they just should have just left each other alone and kept it moving. That's what I think. It just shouldn't have gone to this degree. You know what I mean? I would feel some way if somebody said that about my children. Of course, we're going to always feel a way if somebody talk about our children like that. But I don't think Jasmine ever cared about nobody else talking about her children like in that way. People have said that on the YouTube streets. But she do know Olivia personally though, y'all. So we do have to think about that. But it's no different than what she told Olivia about Chrissy. She did the same thing with Chrissy. Chrissy didn't come out here and tell her she was gonna do this and do that to her. I'm just saying, yeah, we gotta be honest. We gotta be fair here. Let's go.
Now, my lawyer, she did do her thing as well, but I
Yes,
feel like I had to you literally step out of my comfort zone, if that makes sense, right? And so anything they said, I was like, no, here it is.
Well, here's the thing. I think that little part that she skirted in there, that was dumb. Okay, let me read your comments. That was dumb. Okay. How you doing, Oceans? Okay. Welcome to McFig by Starling. Now you know that answer, LOL. Stank or holler too much. Just wait till the food stamps stop with these snacks, right? We got 12 states by 2026, girl. Texas will be the bigger state. Girl. What you gonna say, Stina? Stina always trying to light me up in these comments. Y'all can take y'all's nephew for the weekend. I think Stanker would have a great time. Girl, he ain't come with me, girl. I'm not babysitting no Stanker. I'm not listen, Stina. I'm not babysitting no Stanker. Girl, I'm not babysitting Jasmine. I'm not babysitting none of them children over there. I am good. I got grandchildren that I can babysit if I really want to babysit somebody's child. I don't even have time. I don't even have time to babysit myself. Right? It will EPT will stop, girl. It's gonna be all mayhem for them on these YouTube streets, baby. They're gonna be working. We're gonna see Jasmine putting out about 100 videos a day. Stanker will be outside in the backyard with Billy. Oh Lord, y'all can't put the baby outside. Family helps family. We has nothing for this, right? This is the way I am raised. This strange begging, why not? Right. Why not family helping you? Because they are helping her. You know, Jasmine be lying, girl. Jasmine be wanting people to do stuff for her that she can do for her damn self. Okay. My family all union, right? Never knew when they was on strike. We helped each other. Exactly. Jazz probably has probably turned burned bridges, girl. Yeah, girl, and they tired of her because she's being so needy, girl. She always needy. Right, she burned them all, girl. Burned them down to the ground, and that's a shame. My granny, no way, my grands want. Mm-mm. Jasmine always has an angry, what has angry my shabby life. That means she did. Okay, y'all, let's continue.
Here's some so and so. Here's the video, or here is a clip. They were trying, hear me out. They were trying to make me agree to. They were trying to give me like a agreement plea deal or some shit, and was like, if you say that you did this, then we will take it off your record or something like that. This is what the DA was saying.
But that's what the fuck you should have did. That's what the fuck you should have did. Man, I'd have been in there like, yeah, I did it. If it was gonna be taken off my record and I talked to my attorney, I'd be like, wait, let me discuss this with my attorney. Can you guarantee that in writing? And all you had to do was say, can you guarantee that in writing that this will be taken off my record? And if they agreed to it and I just had to do like anger management and pay a fine, done. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people don't be wanting to fold under pressure. Fuck that. Shit, who the fuck want a record? Who want to have a record, a police record off of YouTube? Does that make sense? Like, and then she cocky with it. It's still on her record. This shit is still on her goddamn record. While she's sitting up here acting cocky. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, this is really cockiness. And that's the issue. Like, I don't really care about her and Olivia going back and forth. You know, it is what it is, right, y'all? But, she did do it, right? Olivia, it's just it's different parts to it. And we have to be honest. Olivia did antagonize her, but Jasmine is a grown woman. She has self-control. And sometimes you have to have self-control. If somebody's putting their hands on you, or if they doing certain things, it's other ways to deal with these type of matters. But hey, it is what it is. The point is, this is what it is. She got a record behind this. Okay. Whether y'all like Jasmine, whether y'all like Olivia or not. I don't like neither one, to be honest, right? I could tolerate Jasmine a little bit more than I can Olivia. That's not saying a lot. I said a little bit more. I didn't say all the way. I said a little bit more. Understand what I just said, okay? The point is, she got a police record off of there. Jasmine came up here, did not have any police record. Jasmine did not have. Now maybe she should have. I don't know. According to y'all here on the YouTube streets, y'all say she should have, right? I didn't say that. Y'all did, okay? I'm just saying that she came on this platform without a police record. The moment she met this horror, she got a what? A police record. I mean, girl, she got a police record. Okay, so what do you go from here? Because again, you allow yourself to get played. That's just what it is. You allowed yourself to get played, and you got played, Sway. You got played, and you want to sit on her and keep talking ish about it, and you cocky now. I don't understand why you cocky. I would not be cocky. I mean, I would be kind of angry. I wouldn't be kind of angry. I would be angry at the situation. I would be angry that my whole entire 34 years of living on, or however old Jasmine is, 34 years. We're gonna say 34 years for the purposes of this statement. Your 34 years has been spent no police record in sight, right? Meaning you were able to do certain things. This could affect your moving, right? This could affect just certain things in your life that you never thought it would, right? The fact that if you try to get in certain jobs, I know you really don't want to work. That's obvious, right? But maybe one day you're not gonna have a choice but to work, right? And the first thing they're gonna pull up is what's your record, and they're gonna ask you about that. Okay. Or let's say you don't volunteer it. And one day you might like your job. You might like working at YMCA. And then they're like, bitch, you got in trouble for harassing the bitch. Girl. You know what I mean? So you getting walked off of the job with with that little box of all your shiggity in there. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth you experiencing that. So it's just what none of the stuff that you went through, it essentially was not worth it. You coming up here begging Chris to come back to you was just not worth it. It just wasn't worth it. You coming up here making a complete jerk ass out of yourself just was not worth it. You mistreating your children, allowing cursing out your mama, it just wasn't worth it. None of this stuff was worth it, Jasmine. I know you want to be YouTube famous, you want to be a star, you want to be famous, you want to be top model. No, I'm just playing. I was going to do the jazz. I was going to do the Tyra Banks thing. You want to be on top model? No, I'm just playing. You want to be famous though. Okay, I'm gonna do Debbie Allen's. You want to be here is where you pay with sweat and tears. Oh my God, girl, it's just not worth it. None of this stuff is worth it. And it's almost like now that you finally got into a place where maybe you possibly can afford, as you stated, and it looks like a decent house, right? Now you putting yourself in a position of having a police record. It's just not worth it. And then you're gonna have to pay to get this shiggity expunged. And it's not like you can go tomorrow and say, hey, expunge this off my record. You have to wait for a period of time. Again, it depends on the judge, it depends on your state, it depends on the prosecuting attorney. You really should have taken this deal. So to answer your question, I think Rose, you answered it. I don't even know, girl. I'm like lost. I thought she did like a plea. She did like some kind of a deal where she had to take anger. They asked her if she could take her anger management class, and if she go ahead and do that, then they'll take it off. But it's just not a good look. She's a mother of four. Like, it's just not that serious. Or five. Is she a mother of five? Yeah, she a mother of five. I forgot. Yeah, she got the five. My bad.
No, I want it all off. So anything that was said, I had some information like, oh, you've been trying to contact this individual. No, I haven't. Here are my screenshots. Or no, I haven't. Here are these messages. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even do that little annoying thing that she just did, like with trying to show face. Like, I can't even do that because it's extremely annoying. September 11th, we'll go to his sentence. Let's see how that works with the pimping. I'm a granny. No way the grands want. Smacking around underage girl. Philip not good. He sure ain't. Laugh, Dr. A. I can't do Liv. So many too draining with Liv. Yeah, she's very draining. I'm serious. Seriously. That's just made me hollow. What I say? What did Ms. and not Mrs. Say? You burn. Ooh, y'all are crazy. Jazz looking like a man up here. not not a good look. Oh my God. Y'all are so mean. See, people come over here, they be like, yeah, Dr. A be going in on Jasmine. That's just not nice. People be like, you a little hard on Jasmine. Like, my main support be like, Dr. A, you a little hard on Jasmine. I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell you. And then here y'all go in the comments. Y'all okay, let's keep going. Live is evil. I feel it too, Dr. A knows the evil of live. Girl, for real. Girl. To the corner. Oceans. What Ocean say, girl? Ocean is always talking crazy, girl. Girl. Mrs. and Mrs. Girl just made me holler. Girl, she is crazy. That's why. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, those last 5 years has kicked Jasmine behind, right? Time for a refresh. Yeah, it is for sure. Jasmine, girl, y'all said Jasmine need hormones ASAP. Yeah, that'll probably help clear up her pimples. Help clear up her acne as well. Doctor, girl, she said that she will put Bentley and Stanker in the backyard. I read that earlier. Stanker, you crazy. Stina, you crazy. Girl, she did say that. I was just like, I read that, but I didn't. I was like, girl, you can't put you can't put the baby in the yard with the dog down. Come on now. Come on. I wonder why they tend to not speak to any medical advice. Girl, I don't know, cause this girl is just I don't know.
And I did want to come on here and personally say thank you to my supporters, the ones that have been rocking with me, even the ones that
Pledge allegiance to the flag and to the United States of America. You know what I mean? Take your goddamn arm off your hand off your damn chest. Girl, are you trying to cover up that acne chest? That chest acne? Girl, we don't want to see that. We just put it down. Like we used to it by now. We done seen it a gazillion times. You look like something wrong with you. You look illy-formed. You just put your hands down, because I swear you're gonna be like, my name Lil Durr, and I got some sorry. I'm just playing, Jasmine. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Oh, yeah, I gotta do this exercise. Oh, girl, I gotta do this exercise.
don't like me and that contribute to me getting this dismissal.
No, this is the weirdest. This is the weirdest spot on the earth that you all can hate. You can dislike somebody and come up here and help them. That's just I don't know. This is the most British shiggity I've ever seen. I don't know. On YouTube streets, that shiggity is weird. I do I can help heal somebody if I don't care for it. But eventually I do have to feel their energy in order to help them. I do have to feel a way for them. I do have to have some empathy. I do have to have some kind of something in them. I try to look for the best in a person. When I am working with a person, I try to look for the best in a person. I do. So eventually, even if I start off not liking them, I will eventually like them. I assure you. Because that's the best way to help them. Right? But here on the YouTube streets, y'all be like straight don't can't stand nobody and y'all will still help them out. It is so weird. That is so weird to me. But okay, I guess. Ah, child, let's go.
I'm just glad that it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
No, if you don't like me, just stay away from me. I would just, you know what I mean. Just stay away. Just you know what I mean. Like we're not getting ready to unite and work together. I did that in the movement. That was so weird. It would be somebody that just did something to me, and they'd be like, "You got to work with such and such." I'd be like, "I'm not working with that motherfucker." I'm sorry. I said I was going to try to come back on. I got my little crystal necklace on, y'all. I made my crystal necklace. I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow. Can y'all remind me tomorrow? Let's go.
Because I did say that what I said was out of anger, they considered there was like, well, could you at least take anger management?
Okay, well, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, this is the part I was talking about. This is the right video. Okay, so you heard so when do they casually say, "Can you just take an anger management class?" They don't say that. They don't say, "Well, can you just?" So have you ever gone to court, girl? She think this is a Dave Chappelle court. She thinks this is a dog and pony show, girl. What is wrong with her? So you think that you just and the judge is like, oh, Mrs. Dukes, can you just take an anger management class? I think that'd be great. Can you take no? You were forced into taking a anger management class. It wasn't no just casually. Can you take an anger management class? I think that'll work. No, they're like if you don't take an anger management class, you gonna be defined. You're gonna be in the in contempt of court. Girl, come on now. If you hadn't have not taking an anger management class, what would have happened then, Jasmine? This is so funny to you. Come on now. It's some things like and don't get twisted. Sometimes when I'm in uncomfortable situations, sometimes I'll laugh. Sometimes if I feel awkward, I will kind of laugh at a situation, and sometimes I just laugh because the shit is funny. you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I said I was gonna cut back. But it's just like that. But it's just weird how she just plays it off as if, like the judge was like, hey, like you ever seen that Dave Chappelle kids, you all, where they were like, hey, they was like, well, he did a comparison, like if he was like a Caucasian dealer, and he walked in and he was like, sir, he's like, hey, Tyrone, could we go ahead and schedule for you to come in about, I don't know, noonish, and you can report to the courthouse and turn yourself in? He was like, I'll be there 3 days. You know what I mean? That's how she acted. Like, am I tripping? And then Dave Chappelle shows up and they're like, hey, Tyrone, you did a bad thing. And the judge winked his eye. And then he's like, how about 2 days, okay? And Dave Chappelle's like, no. He's like, how about a day? How about 2 hours? How about, and Dave Chappelle's like, no. How about, time served? He's like, yeah, that sounds good. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how court works, darling. That ain't how court works, Suge. Okay.
Can you do an anger management class? And that was it. And I was like, okay. And
That's not it, though. That's not it. Salt Pepper told you that. That's not it. No, that's not it. And here's more. And what did Jasmine say? Let's read this. Just like that. Jasmine said, and just like that. No, it was not just like that. Do you know what that means? Just like that is a saying that they say as if like, and it just happens. That means that's like a verse of like something all of a sudden happened, like it happened out of nowhere. This was no shit that happened out of nowhere. You knew this was coming. You already knew this was coming. This didn't just happen out of nowhere. You know what? You know what? Let me give you an example of just like that. Well, first of all, you seen the movie, you seen the show. Okay, even the reunion or the regenerification or the rebirth or I didn't like it of it all was the Sex on the City, X on the City, aka, and just like that, and Big died, and then at the end, and just like that, she finally figured out that she just really needed herself. She didn't have to need a man, and she didn't need this, she didn't need that, and just do acceptance about who the f she was, and accept herself and enjoy her life here on earth, and she didn't really need Big. And Big, even in Big's unaliving, this fool is still giving his bitch that I'm sorry, that this girl he was married to for that little second, that he just married on her and then married her and gave this whore $1 million. Fuck F that. That wasn't acceptable. Anyway, even in his death, he was shiggity on Carrie. That's a whole nother conversation, y'all. We have to talk about that one day. Mm-mm. I didn't like Big. I don't know why he was a-hole to me. A really dirty a-hole. And I wouldn't have married him. And he messed up a lot of her good relationships. He was always in and out. He wasn't shiggity. Anyway, y'all. And I didn't even watch it. You know when X on the City was out, I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it until it was over with. Once it was over with, like years later, I watched it. And I watched it. I did like a whole like marathon so I could watch it in just like that. But anyway, that Jasmine, that's not what that means, darling. Baby, Suge, that's not what that means, darling. That's just not what that means. It just means like, something, and just like that, it just happened. You know what I mean? Like, and just like that, we slept together. I slept with somebody I wasn't intending on sleeping with, and now and just like that, we're in a relationship. You know what I mean? Or just like that, he asked me to marry him. I didn't even know it was coming. You know what I mean? And just like that, my son actually did really good on the test. I mean, I don't know, baby. Baby Suge, not baby Suge, but Suge, honey, darling, that's not what that means, okay? And just like that, that's not what that means, darling. It's just a expression. It's not, and just like that, it's just like that, your shit is over with. No, you knew it was gonna be over there when you went back to court. You was already informed how it was going to work. You knew all you had to do was complete your course. your courses. I don't remember how many courses you had, girl. I didn't keep up with it that much, but I guess you had to do a couple of courses and you had to pay out of pocket. And then you had to what else did you have to do? You had to take the anger management course, and then you had to pay the restitution or whatever, the court costs or whatever that freaking was. You had to do that, okay? And you paid that, and now it's over. Now you can say, and now it's over, but it's really not over, because you know why? You still have that record, so you're gonna have to go back to court and get that expunged. But baby, I don't know. You should have really had a lawyer, and that lawyer probably could have gotten like something where you probably would have came out, you probably would have had to pay some money, but you still got to pay some money, and you still got something on your record. So you would have been better off hiring an attorney. Stop being so damn cheap. You know what I mean? All this money that you always begging these hookers, I'm sorry, you're always begging these people to pay for this or pay for that, as opposed to you just doing the logical thing and not always being cheap. Jasmine, you are very cheapskate, and this is why you stay in a lot of hot water. No pun. Listen, this is why you stay in a lot of water because you try to always take the easy way out. You always try to take the cheapskate way out. I learned that. That's something I did that recently. I bought me a stand register for my Square, for my iPad. It was a stand Square, and I'm telling you, I bought that son of a gun. It was like $80. I paid $80. I got that mug here, and y'all, oh my God, it did not fit my iPad. When all I had to do was just buy the one that they had out recently, that they just had out within the last 2 years, and that would have fit my iPad perfectly, and it works beautifully. It's beautiful. And I just had to pay like that one. I had to suck it up and pay that that bill 35. That's what I had to do. Plus taxes. I had to suck it up and pay for it. Why? Because the other thing wasn't working, because I was trying to be a cheapskate. And sometimes you just gotta do it, especially when it comes to your freedom. Do you understand what it's like to be free? Jasmine, like, you don't understand about your freedom. You wasting time, and you know that your children, they barely see you. But legendary don't have nobody. Okay, your family is not coming and rushing over and babysitting his behind. So what you should have did was just went ahead and got you an attorney, and had that attorney made a deal for you where you was not going to have this on your record. Even if yeah, she had to do community service. No, she had to donate. She couldn't do it through food stamps. She had to donate food or pay them some money or something. Like, she had to pay the food stamp. I mean, not the food stamp. She had to pay the Salvation Army or whatever. Somebody, whatever, y'all. But the point is that it's just, you were out way more money than what you had anticipated. If you just went ahead and got an attorney, then you might have had to do like some restitution, or not even that. I'm telling you, you would have had to probably, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I think you probably would have had to do some restitution, and it might have been your choice, and they would have gave you a couple of choices. Either go to the YMCA. You might have did it at the very YMCA that you was at. You could have been like, well, can I do it at the YMCA that I'm already at? You know what I mean? And they're probably on that list. I'm gonna feel like they are, right? Just assumption. I know you can make an ass out, but I'm not making one. We're gonna use it for the purposes of this conversation. You could have really did that if you'd have paid that attorney, paid that restitution, did your community service, had that lawyer, and you would have been done. I'm telling you, it just don't take all that. And I think sometimes what you do is you make your problems a lot harder than what it has to be. And sometimes you just have to take certain responsibilities. Like, you have to take the responsibility of the act. And I'm not saying you should throw yourself on the mercy of court and tell the court that you done did this and blah, 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 blah. No. What I'm saying, clearly they see you have done it. Okay. So it's not you admitting, but the point is, what you should have just did was got you an attorney, and you got your good old attorney that is a good old boy that play tennis or hockey or pool, or they go out to dinner or golf, and you would have been in there like a fat girl eating a whole box of chicken with some watermelon attached to her thigh meat. Okay, you could have been in there just like that, but no, you want to be cheapskate, and this is why you in the situation you are, other than your big mouth. But clearly, after you didn't raged terror for about a month with this girl. Your ass could have got out of this if you had got you a good attorney, or at least walked away without a record. I'm gonna say not out of this, but I'm gonna say without a record. But no, you didn't get a damn attorney. Why you always begging? You beg for stupid shit. You should have had your ass on here begging for an attorney so you can get out of this farce of a mess that you put yourself into. But whatever, girl. How you doing, Nicola? Girl, that girl got me upset. Jasmine got me upset today, y'all. No, I'm just playing. I ain't upset. But y'all say Dr. A is upset. Sorry. Okay, I won't put the baby outside, Dr. A. I'm sorry. Yeah, like that. Don't put the damn baby out. I mean, don't put the doggone baby outside. I would have kept Bentley in the house. That stanker can stay in the yard. Oh Lord, no, stanker. Why would y'all want to put the baby in the yard? What's wrong with y'all? He's a human fucking being, child. He's a child. Why would y'all put the baby? I say child. Why would you put the child in the yard? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all can't put the baby in the yard. No. No, come on, y'all. Come on. Listen, he can't help that he whine a lot. That's the way that they treated this little boy. He is not his fault that whatever he is, it's not his fault. It's his parents' fault. We gotta blame the parents, y'all. We can't blame the babies. He can't help it if he whine a lot. His mama done did this. They wasn't picking him up as a child. They wasn't doing no playtime with him, no tummy time. Jasmine wasn't connecting with him. She too busy chasing Chris up his behind, and she didn't even want to let the helmet graduate to the next helmet. I mean, that's not the baby fault. That's her fault. That's Quinn's fault, y'all. Lord have mercy. Steven, now that's not nice, right? He at least has to have some company. Oh, Lord, y'all. No. No, y'all. No. Mm. Right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be nice to the toddler, right? He didn't ask to be here. Poor Tink Tink. Exactly. Now you talking. Miss Oh no. Oh no. Not the possum and squirrels come out at night. He'll be fine. No, he won't. I'll take Bentley in with no problems. No. Though speaking of Stanker is still young enough. I can drop him off at the fire station. Oh no, he is not. He is well over. Mm, mm, mm. I think you can. Okay, let me. What am I doing here? I'm not getting ready to go along with you on this thing. I'm all like, well, I think he can. I think he is young enough, but they have to act. No, actually, he has to be. No, I think maybe a year behind. Maybe if he was a year younger. I don't know, y'all. Let me stop. I forgot how they work. Not the fire station. Yeah, they call it I forgot what they call it, but I almost had one of those kids though. I'm gonna share this. How you doing, Ronnie? Welcome to the McFlick Pops. I'm gonna share one that with y'all. I almost had one of them children, but I couldn't do skin. I couldn't do skin to skin when they wanted me to. It was like free. The child was free and clear. We were going to go, and that child was like about an hour and 30 minutes away. We were going to get that child. I had to do skin to skin. And they dropped that child off at the fire station. The child didn't have no name. They didn't even get a child a name. They didn't even attempt to tell you the child's, if the child had ailment or none of that stuff. Nothing was found on that child. That child was just put in that little plastic little thing at the fire station. That was really sad. That was the saddest thing. Can you imagine that? Y'all gonna make me cry. Can y'all imagine it being dropped off at the fire station? Y'all know how sensitive I am. Okay, let me keep going. Girl, y'all stupid. Snake is our home dog with Stain. Hand me your phone. Yeah, take her phone. Mrs. You started it. You have to pay for expungement. Yes, you do, Ronnie. Exactly. Like, I don't know why Ronnie, let's talk about it. She really believed that this is just gonna go away. Jasmine and her little warped mind thinks she's just gonna go make this go away. You're not gonna be able to make this go away, baby. You gonna have to really. That's why I say you should just hire you an attorney. You should have hired you an attorney. You should just pay for the damn attorney. You should have paid for the attorney, paid him off, Did what you needed to do. You should have got you a job, and two paychecks would have sufficed with that. And then your YouTube check could have been just given to your bills. You could take your YouTube checks with your bill, and then you could have begged for all your other necessities and told your people the truth. Like, look, y'all, I had to pay for my expungement with this situation, and then I took my YouTube check to pay my bills. Now, if y'all wanna beg unnecessarily instead of when you really need it. That's why when you really need it, you don't get it. That's exactly what happens. This is my met I'm hitting on. Okay, it's just dumb, Ronnie. Right? Now I'm hollering. You stop laughing at her because she is wild. She over here talking crazy. But she did it to her this to herself. Yes, she did. Girl, them poor firemen are gonna come outside and see nothing but brake lights headed to the street. I'm not laughing at this. I'm really not. I'm really not laughing at this. This is so highly unnecessary. No. Okay, this is not really funny. Why I'm laughing. Okay, so let me tell you why I'm laughing, okay? This is really again, I have dark humor. I think Stina gets me. I do have dark humor. And this is some stuff I would really think about saying. So I'm envisioning Jasmine having her brake lights on. But legendary be like, my mommy named Jasmine Dukes. All they gotta do is take a picture of him and put it to Google, and her big old forehead ass will come right up. I'm sorry. Y'all stop it. Don't encourage me. Oh man, y'all silly. I know y'all just playing. Y'all are crazy. Big tough Tony, girl, being tough Tony, girl, being big tough Tony, Ronnie, girl. Seen the home, right, girl, scam people, right. Know the studs will, they know. Mm-hmm. These slow mommies begging it all comes back to their light. What happens in the dark should come out to the light. I definitely do agree with that. You're not lying about that. You didn't say that, but I'm gonna throw that in there. That's what I felt like. I felt like you wanted to say. I don't get it right. I'd be ashamed to beg. Stina, of course, but damn it, if she gonna listen, Stina, you gotta if she's already a beggar, okay? Stina, let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it a bean, right? She's already a beggar, right? Why beg for stuff you know you don't need? Like this shit that she begging for now is just dumb. It's just dumb. Instead of her just getting a job, mama, can you babysit my baby? Listen, can you babysit my kid at night? That's all she gotta do. When she get off in the morning, go drop them children off. Or just say, Philip, look, I gotta work, blah, blah, blah. Can you just keep the children Monday through Friday? No, Monday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday, I will come pick them up. And all she gotta do is work Monday through Friday. Caitlin is old enough to babysit, and she can pay Caitlin. She really is old enough. Now I wouldn't leave her for no more than 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I would just pay Mama Dukes. All she gotta do is pay her mama to come over there with them children and sit around. She could just be there and make sure they had and already prepared a meal and just bring it over there for the children to eat, clean up and have the children clean up and make sure they get in bed. You get what I'm saying? And then Jasmine come home. Jasmine don't have to be gone all day. She can just have Philip drop the children off at the house, and then her mama could open the door and let them in or something like that. And just pay your mama. If you pay your mama, I'm sure, because her mama stay like right down the street, and then her mama could just be like, okay, Caitlin, watch him, I'll be right back. And then go home, get in her car, or Jack DJ host Kid Capri, come pick her up, and then go back home. I'm just saying things can be worked out. Our parents, if you're atonement, if your parents see you really doing something, they'll be there for you. But I'm just saying Jasmine could have easily got this money. And if she was gonna beg for anything, she just should have told them the truth. Like, look, y'all, I didn't pay my bill, I didn't pay for this lawyer, I didn't pay my bills with the YouTube money. Can y'all, donate whatever y'all can. I just don't want to beg nobody. I don't want to ask nobody for no money. If people want to donate money to me, I am not turning it down. If people want to purchase my items, I'm not turning it down. I'm just gonna be honest. But I'm not out here going, well, can you donate to Dr. A or donate to your for listen, I'm not asking I donate. I just went to work today. I got a little part-time job that I work once or twice a week sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then I have my businesses. And then I'm a stay at home mom. I mean, I'm a not stay at home mom. That's a lie because I'm an entrepreneur. But you know what I mean? I get income coming in, you know, but I'm not begging people. I like donations like everybody else, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't deem it necessary to beg. I do agree with you, Stina. But I'm just making a point that if she was gonna ask for something, then you. I think it made more sense to ask for something after you didn't handle your business. It just don't make no sense for you to sit up here and keep begging and begging and begging. It's just the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. But you're right. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, all that crying and growl would make me crash out. He stay outside. He'll stay outside. He do cry a lot though. Hey, Nicola, what is your picture though? That's a pretty picture. I like that picture. Right, Stinker Dinosaur. Oh Lord, Stinker Dinosaur. Stina Dinosaur. Oh my God, belong in the yard. Oh Lord, y'all. You said Stanker. Okay, Stanker. Stank Dinosaur belong in the yard. Yeah, you can't put the baby in the yard. Yeah, it's a newborn. Yeah, I'm just no, but in some states, Ronnie, in some states, they do have it where you can drop a child off. Maybe not at the fire station, but it's something. I need to look that up. Ronnie, we need to talk about that one day. It's somewhere you can, if you don't want your kid no more or you are just done other than DCS, it is somewhere where you can just take your children without free from going having to go to court, free from having to deal with the system state and just going on with your life. They do have places like that because I remember also that it was a set of twins that was in the system and they had something like that, but they were not newborns. They were older. They was older. They was like in preschool age. But it was something. They weren't dropped off at DCS. They was dropped off somewhere else. I don't remember. But again, different states are different. Different states are different. You know what I'm saying? So again, it just kind of depends. I don't know. I'm gonna ask my old caseworker. I'm gonna ask her what is that called? It might not been at the fire station, but it might have been somewhere else, but it's not DCS. It wasn't DCS. I'm gonna ask her about that though. But yeah. Okay, y'all, let's continue. Yeah, it's called Safe Haven. Yes, ma'am. It's called Safe Haven. Girl, I could not think. It's late. Thank you, Ronnie. Girl, it is late for new moms. For new moms. Right. For newborns. Yeah, Safe Haven. I know these firemen would easily get attached to those babies. Girl, they probably but some of them probably have adopted them. Seen in 101, you almost had Dr. A stuff. She had to think for a minute, like, what age do you leave them? I know. Girl. No, but they do have something like that. The cost is the cost on the average is 2,000. Let my daughter once big I will be up here fast with no family problems. We solve our and move on. Exactly. Very true, because you obviously have a strong family unit, and that's how it is with us. If we need we're on a group text with most of my family members, and we just like, hey, this is what's going on with such and such, and we just band together and make some shit happen. That's what the fuck we do. I don't know about Jasmine coming up here and embarrassing herself. You know what I mean? If people I know if my daughter's asking people for money or my children, I don't know about it. They ain't telling me though, because they know I'm gonna say something. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be like, look, you got to get your shit together. You should be asking me for no, you know what I mean? Right. It is she is so used to lying, girl. She always lying though, Ronnie. You know she always lying, girl. You know that's what she do for a living. You know. Jasmine is a habitual bad liar. How you doing, Darla? She's definitely a habitual lying liar. I really what they're going to do. Girl, I don't know what they're gonna do. Virgo warrior a picture. It's a a Virgo warrior picture. Okay. Well, didn't we already say happy birthday to you? Happy birthday again. Happy belated birthday. I really wonder what they are gonna do. Girl, when they cut the food stamps, Alabama has dropped off places for infants and up to a certain age. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. They do have other ones, Ronnie, where they can be older, where they can be like I'm telling you, it was like a. I mean, I want to. I don't want to necessarily guess the age because I can't remember, but I know that child was. I know those children were close to Derry's age. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that, but it was. I don't remember. I can't recall if they was dropped off at the fire station or if they was dropped off at. It might have been the police station. I don't know. Don't let me get to line. But I know that parent was free and clear, and they just walked away. I'm telling you, it wasn't no paperwork involved. It was nothing. And and some people really need to really need to you know not be mothers. Everybody's not meant to be a mother or father. We have to be honest about that. Thank you, Dr. A. It was 8 and 7 minutes ago. Okay. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Wait, hey, Missy, you put the do the bell. Hey, hey, and hey. It's your birthday. Get busy. It's your birthday. Go Virgo. It's your birthday. Get busy. Okay. That's my rendition of my birthday. Y'all know is they do. Uh-huh. Okay, let me go back. I missed some of y'all comments. Dr. A, right. I used to be in a shelter director for the youth here in Oklahoma. Okay, girl, you in the Midwest-ish, kind of almost southern. It depends on what part of Oklahoma. Some parts of Oklahoma they consider the Midwest, but is kind of southern a little bit. But hey, hey neighbor, kind of. Um, little bit. It depends, girl. That's a whole nother conversation. Oklahoma parents can give their kids back to what called parent Okay, yeah. Relinquishment. Okay, okay. Thank you. And it's a safe haven project. Okay, yeah, it was something like that. I think that's what that was. Yes, ma'am. I think that's what that was. But this is in the state of. I think it was in the state of. I can't remember what state it was in. I can't remember. I can't remember if it was either if it was Illinois or if it was Indiana or if it was because it wasn't like a local adoption. It was like it was like any state that I can't remember what state this. I mean, it was like you when you go, it's two different places where you can adopt. You can adopt all around the 50 states, right? Some states don't do out of state. It's a little difficult for out of state, to be honest, right? But it can be done, right? And then some states do, like, they don't care where state you from, as long, but they'll just find a caseworker for that particular state. But so that's why I can't remember if it was Illinois or Indiana or if it was Kentucky or if it was Missouri. It was somewhere in the Midwest. I'll tell you that. I can recall it was somewhere in the Midwest because I said something about it being the Midwest, but I don't recall where. Hell, I can't remember a damn thing. That must have been interesting. A shelter director. Okay, that must have been really interesting. That job. It sounds like. It's called Safe Haven Project. Okay. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you as well, Stina. I appreciate you all. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate the Crystal Palace because shoot, um, because we be knowing our stuff, don't we, over here? Yes, ma'ams. I love it. Thank you so much for the information. Girl, I just couldn't think right now. Shoot, I worked today. I worked both of my business. Did my business today. Plus I did my homeschool today. Plus I did my business. I did inventory today, y'all. And oh my God. Y'all don't understand. Inventory plus my website. I did a lot of stuff today. That's why I said I do more in one day than Jasmine could even think about doing. Okay. And then I went to business, and then I had to come home and clean up the kitchen because my husband cooked. You know what I mean? I'm tired, y'all. I don't even feel like working out, but I have to. I have to finish. I'm going to get off here in a minute. These grocery hauls are gonna start looking different now. Way different. I'm glad that they're cutting off the jazz energy drinks. Stina, girl, you are not lying about that. Yes. Yes. Everybody say happy birthday to Nicola. Okay. Everybody say happy birthday to her. Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. Please have fun. What you gonna do for your birthday? There are some are up to 5. Okay. Cool. I knew it was something like that, Ronnie. Thank you so much for confirming what I was saying. Thank you. And thank you for reminding me what the name was called. Girl, I could not think of that name for nothing in the world. We didn't even get the kid though, because I couldn't do the skin to skin. I was so mad. I really wanted that baby, but they didn't even send me no picture. I just been going up there like however the baby looked, it was gonna be whatever. Or whoever the baby was or gonna be. I was just gonna be whatever. You know what I mean? Because you do that when you have that type of heart. You know what I'm saying? Um all the kids were teenagers, so they were fully aware of what was going on. Yes, it'd be sad, Stina. We really should have a conversation about that. We really should talk about how some of those group homes and just different things. I'm telling you, the youth shelter and the things that some of these children have to go through. That's what I'm trying to tell Jasmine. Jasmine is definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Jasmine is the stuff that Jasmine has done on her channel is some of the stuff that I've read in paperwork. I'm just gonna be honest. I know that sounds cruel and mean. Olivia too. All of them I've read in paperwork. And I'm telling you, like, I have one of my clients are a caseworker, and she was saying how now they're not, a little minute ago, I mean, they was really quick to take your children. Now they really work with you. Now you really just got to be effing up for them to take your children. You got to be really doing the most, right? Because she says that, like, they really are stand fast on children having reunification with their families. You really got to be fucked up for your child to not come back to you. Because they're really working to for that parent to keep their children, because it's not, number one, it's not enough foster parents, okay, to do. And that's why now what they're doing in the foster care system, they used to have it where it would be separated. It would be the foster parents over here. How the fuck we get on this? It would be the foster parents over here and the adopted families over here, right? And now they're automatically making you take, and they would have you take certain classes you would have to take, and certain classes only the foster care parents or only the adoption families would take. But nowadays they making everybody do the same paper. You got to do the same exact paperwork. You got a group. They're making you become foster parents. You automatically are made to become a foster parent, even if you don't want to be a foster parent. Because technically you are anyway until you're able to adopt a child. But they're literally making you become. That's what they're doing. They're not telling you that, but that's what they fucking doing. That's what they're doing. So they're putting children in your home that may not be there but for a second or not, and you get attached, but they're making it all like you can adopt the kid, and then by the time you look up, the kid is going back to their families. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have enough foster families out here. Okay, let me get off this topic. I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of got off subject because we were talking about those diet drinks, right? Food, learn how to right. She definitely need a girl. She for sure need to eat fresh vegetables, and those children don't eat fresh vegetables at all, Rose. But Jasmine spends on herself. Exactly. She's always buying those energy drinks, girl. She always buy them processed vegetables. I've never seen uh I've never, I mean, if you're I can now some things I can understand. Like let's say you at work, right? Let's say you at your desk or something like that, and you go to a grocery store. Let's say that you don't want to buy big devils, right? And you go to like Kroger's or whatever, food line. I don't know what passion called it, whatever, she's whatever the place is called in the Carolinas. Um and you go get some fruit, and you don't want to sit at your desk with a big old watermelon. So, like where you have to cut it. So, quite naturally, what you're going to do is get what? Some cut up watermelon, right? So, things like that. I understand. If you're at your job, it's totally understandable that you would go to Kroger's and buy a salad. You would go there and buy a salad because you're at your job and you're like, oh, I forgot my lunch. So, I'm going to go over here and get some cut up fruit already, pre cut up fruit. But damn it, when you at home, come on now. You don't have to get no pre-cut fruit up. You can do that your fucking self, big crazy. Yeah, a stinker definitely ain't gonna get, but that's what stops their learning. That's also when children do not eat healthy. This is me hitting on my mat. When children do not eat healthy, or adults, it definitely dumbs them down. I'm just gonna say it. I know that's not the nicest way of saying it, but it's the effing truth. Good chat. Around here, you have to be 45 days to drop off infants, no questions asked. Okay, I have to get lag. Not sure what day it is, girl. You still have to get you still have jet flag. I'm sorry, girl. I'm talking crazy, darling. I apologize, girl. Yes, I bet you do. How did that go? Tell me what happened on the type in the chat. What's going on with the? How did the concert go? How did the the start go? How did it go, girl? Tell us about it. Tell us what happened. Was it everything you had hoped it to be? Yep, she learned how to shop good and stop selling her food stamps. Exactly. Girl, she don't know how to shop. Which makes me believe that her mama don't know how to shop, because how do you not know how to shop? That's one of the most simplest things to get. All you got to do is get fresh vegetables. If you look in my refrigerator right now, all I got is fresh vegetables and fruit. I have two watermelons in my refrigerator. I have a thing, them little things at the bottom, them little trays at the bottom, y'all, that you pull out. I got like a thing of oranges, plums. I have grapes. Grapes is in the container. I have like six packs of grapes. I'm telling y'all, that's literally all I have. And I got some pasta. I do have some pasta. I do have some bullshit ass rice, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all. But damn it, I got a fresh fruit in there. My husband did buy some waffles, because he don't like making the waffles naturally. He just pop them in a thing. But other than that, that's the only processed food we got is the pastas. And yeah, I know how to make it, but if my husband's here, he's not gonna make that, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you, he's a man. He will not gonna make that, but he will make fresh fruit. We will eat fresh fruit. We will eat fresh vegetables. We will, and then sometimes we will cook the fruit. I'm trying to tell you, I had an orange. We did an orange vegetable sauteed uh melody type of thing. That's what I ate today. And I'm telling you, I eat a lot of fruit. That's why I be having to go to the bathroom all the time. So I'm just saying, girl, I don't know I don't know what kind of lifestyle that people don't eat fruit and vegetables. It's just crazy to me. Like, who in the hell does not eat fruit? That shit is crazy as fuck. How the fuck you just eat meat and no fruit? That is crazy. Okay. Oh, you met his personal assistant, girl. You met Freddie's personal assistant. You was able to ask questions. Switzerland is beautiful. Everyone was so nice. Over 4,000 people just celebrating their love for Freddie. Oh my God, that was probably fun. One of my homegirls is gonna go to Switzerland this year, so I can't wait to hear about it. Is that is that about the money, less about the love or education, girl? Okay, y'all, let's continue because y'all know we'll start talking. Y'all know we be having some good conversations here in the Crystal Palace. Let's keep on. Let's go back to Jasmine because people ain't feeling it. Shit. Let's go, y'all.
I was able to get my money back as well. So that's a plus. Like I said, thank you to everyone that's
Okay,
been.
so Jasmine, if you was able to get your money back, this was you knew you had to move, right? Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Let's go back. Let's go back. Now, remember Jasmine said that she was able to get her money back, right? So I think that was what she claimed that was $500. I don't know. There's a lot of discrepancy on the street. Some people say that was $50. Some people said that it was $5. No, I'm just playing. Nobody said it was $5, but they said it was $50. Some people said it was $50. Some people said it was 500. I don't know, right? I'm not gonna ready to go through looking and trying to figure it out, but nevertheless, people have had there's some discrepancies along the way, right? Can we agree with that? Unless you all know. If you know, then shout it out. So I do recall where Jasmine, now I can remember this. Jasmine said that, that she did receive her money back. So my thing is, and I'm gonna ask you this, where did the money go that you received? Because if you received your money back, then which led me to believe that you what are you doing with your money though, Jasmine? I just really want to ask you, are you doing some strange thing? Like, I just want to know what you're doing with your money. I'm serious. I know it's not none of our business, but you always come up here begging. So it just makes sense for you to start, instead of showing us how much money you raise, can you give us a rundown since you want to show us some shiggity? Can you give us a rundown of, Suge? Now, I got to talk to you in my auntie voice now. Suge, darling, baby, cheeks, sweet cheeks. Can you tell Auntie Dr. A, okay, Dr. A, what you received. How much money do you receive in a month? Like, what are you doing with your money? Do you have a habit of some sort, or do you have a drinking energy habit or phenamine? I mean, what is going on, Suge? What is the problem? Why is it that every time we turn around, you are drinking? You are drinking. You got something shoved up your pie hole. Number one. Number two, I'm trying to also figure out, like, what is the real deal with you always not having no money, Suge? What is the problem? Are you okay? Do we need to call somebody for you? Do we need to get you checked into that Betty Ford over there? I'm just asking. Not saying it happened. I'm just asking a quick question. And don't get it twisted. I like a good old, if I'm tired or something like that and I can't lay down because sometimes my mind be running. Like right now, as I'm talking to y'all, I'm thinking about my business tomorrow and what everything I gotta do. And I'm trying to plan out this table's gonna be here on Wednesday. And I'm trying to plan out where the hell this 6-foot table gonna fit in my business. Maybe we can do a live about that and y'all could help me. Or maybe I should just ask my personal assistant, Chat GPT. I'm just saying. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm like, damn it, I probably should got a 4-foot. I was like, damn, I fucked up. I effed up. But the point is I'm trying to make is that, sometimes I might have to take some chamomile to lay down and rest my mind. I'm just saying because I'm constantly thinking about the next day and what I gotta do, and what I'm saying. I'm thinking about my check that's gonna be here. It's gonna be fat. I just worked one day and made some good money. I only worked for like 4 hours, y'all, and I made some good money. And it wasn't no door dashing. It wasn't no door dashing, child. But anyway, let's continue.
Been supporting me, and I have like till September to take the anger management class. They gave me like 2 months to take that, so it was no rush, which is a blessing too because
I don't know why she's on no rush shit. I would have got that out the way so fast. I don't know, Jasmine. I just would have got me an attorney. I don't understand people that just go in the. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all do. I'm just not going up in no courtroom without an attorney. I done been through that. Only time I done went up in a courtroom without my attorney was on the phone. I'm just gonna tell you, my mama was there, and she's good at that word. You know, she was a school teacher. She's good at that words. You know, she good at that word that vocab. Now she was country as hell, but she was good at making a point to the judge, and he was just like because I was gonna start going in. I was like, well, y'all got to take me alive. I'm not going. No, I'm not going back in that jail. They was looking at me like, are you serious? I'm gonna take it. They was looking at me like, nope, I'm not doing no more time. I'm not sitting up in no jail for an hour or two on nothing. And he was like, ma'am, you got my mom was like, you just be quiet. I'll be right back. I miss that lady. Shout out to my mama who raised me. Shout out to my mama who didn't. Hey, what's up, ladies? Love y'all both. Equally learn both something from both of y'all. The point is that I'm not walking up in no place without no attorneys. What I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna have an attorney over the phone, or that attorney gonna be sitting there right next to me. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not walking up in there with an attorney. I'm not that attorney. Not all attorneys are good either. But I'm just making a point that I'm telling you, once you have one good attorney, you just be like, yeah. You just be wanting you be certain you just know where to go. I know where to go. I will go get that attorney, but he passed away though. But his son still practice. But his son's pretty good too. But I'm just saying, y'all. I'm not walking up in no, whether you did the crime or not. You do not walk up in there, up in a courtroom without an attorney. That is just dumb. Like where they do that at? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you black, white, Korean. I don't care if you're a police officer. I don't care if you're not a police officer. You better not walk up in there without an attorney. And especially if you're on trial for something. Or they say if they're accusing you of something, you better walk up in there with a damn attorney. I'm just telling you. I don't know what the heck is wrong with her where she wouldn't go up in the office. She too busy trying to do things the cheap way. It just doesn't make sense. And she thinks this is all cute. None of this stuff is cute. It's just not. It's just not cute to be sent up in somebody's jail. I'm sorry. I don't even have a criminal record, by the way, for the record. I don't have a criminal record, don't want one, and not about to get one on YouTube. I'm not threatening nobody. You hear me? I'm not getting ready to get up here and threaten anybody. Listen. Somebody said I threatened them. They a damn lie because I'm not doing it. I got shit to lose. I'm not finna be sitting in nobody's pokey. Okay? Just not I'm a law-abiding citizen. You know what I'm saying? I just do what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's just no point. I ain't got time. I don't know about Jasmine, but I wouldn't have set my butt up on this YouTube and cussed out Olivia. Not that I give a damn what happened to her or not, but I mean with these people. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't have done it. I would have handled it behind the scenes. I'd have spiritually whatever I had to do, it would have been spiritual. Or if push came to shove and she was doing too much, then I would have taken her butt to court. But I wouldn't been sitting up here threatening her. She wouldn't have had no ammo on me. If she would have went down to their police station and said something, she wouldn't have had no ammo upon me because I wouldn't have threatened her. You know how this girl is. I don't understand that. It just doesn't make sense to me. But enough about that. Let's go, y'all.
Because whatever. So it's not like I didn't say what I said because I did say it. But
She done did two different contradictory things. She said she didn't. She's okay. No. She didn't say that. No, she said she didn't threaten the children. I mean, I'm not saying she threatened the children, but I still go back to that. Now, let's think about it. We're on YouTube, right, y'all? Now, you may not like this person. You and this person don't like each other, right? If that person says, "Hey, do you know what school this such and such child goes to? Find out for me. What does my child or what school my child attends have anything to do with you?" So that's kind of a threat, a little bit there, Jasmine. You just some stuff you just can't come back from. And you, the main one, oh, I don't threaten kids. I don't talk about people's children. Yes, you did. You talked about Chrissy's children. You was having a whole conversation. You and Olivia was bumping y'all bellies, talking about Chrissy's children, talking about her son and talking about her daughter. Y'all did have that conversation because Olivia behind brought it back up here. Now, Olivia is a known liar. So before y'all even come up here and say that, because y'all be really like, y'all don't know how, some people don't know how to look at things for what they are. I'm just gonna be honest. And y'all, some of y'all just can't stand somebody to the point y'all just can't see right and wrong, and it kind of throws out the window. And I'm just making a point that it's just weird to ask somebody where their child is going to school at. I'm sorry. That's I mean, I she did threaten her. I don't get it, but she did. With her being a single mom whose son don't have nobody in his life, and she got shiggity to lose. She know this girl is gonna run and go and tell somebody that you didn't say it. Is she gonna go call to the law? That's gonna be the first place she went. Now, if she's gonna turn in her own goddamn husband, what makes you think she wasn't gonna turn your black ass in? I'm just keeping it real. Okay. And then I gotta look at then you gotta ask yourself, why would you turn around and ask this girl about, do you know, I'm trying to tell you, it's so much stuff going on around. And then Jasmine, you got to understand how crazy this world is. When you say stuff like that, I would have taken it as a threat. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I would have had your ass in that courthouse. You talking about you talking about taking some dang on anger management classes, baby. You probably been fucking around with me. I would have had my attorney, my little attorney. I almost said my little attorney, I would have had your behind up in somebody's crazy hospital taking pills. I'm trying to tell you, you would have been saying that stuff. Can you imagine somebody saying, where does such and such daughter go to school at? Where your child go to school at? Can you imagine that? You got to put yourself in those shoes. Now, I don't like Olivia Elf her on site. Not, I wouldn't do nothing to her. I would never see her, but forget her on site. I don't even want to think about her on site. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to think about her. Not anything else, but I don't want to think about her because of the type of person she is. But I wouldn't deal with her. I wouldn't even if we wouldn't even never be in the same room. You hear me? We're not gonna be in the same room. I don't want nothing to do with her, right? But I'm just saying, it's just some things that we can't really come back from, Jasmine. And that's something like that. I don't think you should have asked about that girl's children. I don't know. That's just, I wouldn't have felt comfortable with you saying that with my child. I'm gonna be honest. That's not a good thing because it's too many crazy people out here. You gotta understand that all this trafficking, all this law break, it's a lot of children that have come up missing and exploited, organs coming up missing, and all kind of crazy stuff with the world that we're in today. And I just couldn't tolerate that. Not I wouldn't touch you because that'd be illegal for me to just go out and touch you unless self-defense. But we would never meet, so in Olivia's case, not me, but in Olivia's case, for you probably would never come face to face. I don't believe you guys, you women would, you young ladies would, right? So I highly doubted it would be something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you would even go to a self-defense situation because I don't think you all will ever meet in person at this point in time, especially after all this stuff happened. But something within my soul, I'm gonna keep it honest. I think you still want to be her friend. I think you miss her to a degree. Um, and it seemed like you want, I don't know. It seemed like you don't know when to end friendships. You don't know when to end relationships. You have an issue with that. And hopefully you have to know when somebody don't really like you. And that's something that it took me a long time to understand. And sometimes you just gotta know when somebody don't for effing like you. I had to learn that as a child. I had to learn that, and that's not me putting her down at this point. But we have to learn that as most people or most children learn that, and maybe even go through teenage years, maybe even to your 20s, your late 20s. You have to know when somebody just don't give a dang on about you. And if you don't know by now, I mean, what else are we supposed to do? What could we do this better? Cats are so mad at me for leaving them. I bet you they are. Okay. Where you at? Jasmine got to be lying about that ball money. That bail money. Yeah, girl, that bail money. Girl, I couldn't say I'm sorry, that bail money refund because the money, if she refunded, would go to the person who posted the bail. Yeah. Unless she posted bail herself. Wouldn't bail refund on the same name that it made to the bail too? Well, not necessarily, because remember that if she was locked up, she would have had to. I've seen them do this too. She'll be locked up. She'll have her eight. Let's say she had her ATM card um in her belongings. Then they would take it out for that person. In most cases they would have taken it out for a person to be able to get her card, or sometimes the police would actually allow you to hand that person your ATM so they can get the bail money, so they can have access to your account and get the bail money ready. So they probably did give her money back, but it would have been, ain't no Chris and Philip paid for her. I don't believe that. I think that Philip probably went up there and took her money out of her account, because remember Philip said Jasmine be is selfish. She be holding on to money and won't tell you that she got money. I wish I could check for my animals. Rose, it's like they want their kids to be delayed. Yes, that's how it comes across. I definitely do feel like Jasmine. It seems like Jasmine. It feels like a couple of these ladies up here. I'm not gonna say the other person's name, but I feel like a couple of these ladies, if not more than them, I'm gonna say more than them. I'm gonna say a few of these ladies up here on the within these mommies that do vlogs. I feel like at least a few of them do delay their children so they can get SSI checks. But they don't understand that SSI checks are getting harder to get to receive here currently. They're cutting back on a lot of things. And even like as and within the last matter of 10 years, they're making it so where people can't receive it. Well, people I know that got MS can't get no dang on SSI. They didn't even have it where a lot of people had autism. Some people that had autism, they wasn't given Medicaid for. Even if you applied for, you had to be almost like nonverbal. You had to have it on a certain level for them to really do it. But if you were a function, I don't want to say function. That's not the proper way to say it. If you had oh God, if you was I can't think of the word, but if you were slightly autistic, you was not getting it. Even if what they deemed slightly, or what they deemed to have certain aspects of of autism. If you had certain aspects, or you were functioning at what I hate when they say function. That is so offensive to me. But it depends on what level. But you really had to be a certain way for them to really give it to you. But they don't really, they know, they consider that ailment, but at the same time they don't want to pay for the ailment. Okay, so that's how you know that. I don't know why. The point is, don't delay them. And so a lot of times, I know a lot of y'all get up here and say these children are really slow, whatever. I don't always agree that it's coming from a mental aspect, not the mental you think, meaning that they were born this way. I think that their environment was this way. I don't think that Aiden's necessarily born that way. I think that it's their environment, because she's not sitting down ABC. She's never sat down, and she's always rolled down the wall and got upset and give me money. I want money. Philip, who you sleeping with? Philip, I'm a beach, you know what I mean? And all this other stuff. So of course the children are going to have issues because she wasn't focused on them. She just let the TV and YouTube raise them, and then she treated them like dancing bears. So it's going to be what it is. Okay. But again, I don't know. There's a high school football team. The other kids started a rumor about him. They jumped on him over a rumor, and he's in a coma and very serious injuries. People have gone crazy. Yes, they have. And yes, hit the like button, please. Okay. I was just going to say that they were a product of their environment. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that now some of y'all have said in this chat, y'all been like, well, Dr. A, no, they really do have issues. Yes, I'm not disputing it, but what I'm saying is, I think that some of it was caused environmentally. I think it was closed. I thought it was caused by the environment that they're in, or the neglect that they have suffered. I mean, locking children in a room. They're not. It's gonna be kind of hard to. And then they're twins, and you got to remember how twins have this certain connection, even with fraternal twins. My mother was a fraternal twin, and I'm telling you, it's something about twins. It's something about us, the twins connection that they have together. And it's just, I don't know if any of you all are a twin. And I'm not talking about Irish twin or hood twin. I'm a hood twin, but I'm not a twin, okay? But I'm talking about a real twin. Like, you came out the womb around the same time, even if the person was like 3 minutes ahead of you or 2 minutes ahead of you. But either way, y'all was in the same yomi, okay, shucks. And you just came out your mama and was like, hey, brother, hey, sister, I'm here. Oh, God, I'm such a crazy girl. I am so crazy. I'm nuts. Let me get off of here. The point is, y'all, what is the take about? What's the take? What's the take back? I was so tired. What is the I know y'all said, Dr. A, are you been drinking? No, I swear, y'all, I do not drink. I do not drink anymore. The New Year's Eve was my last drink, literally. And then y'all know I really don't drink. And I couldn't even hang, y'all. I could not hang. I swear I couldn't hang. But listen, no. All jokes aside, I'm really tired. But listen, the takeaway, excuse me, what is the takeaway from this? What do you all think the takeaway from this? Because we gotta do a takeaway every day. Every time we come live, we're gonna do a takeaway. What is the takeaway? My takeaway, and y'all can drop in the chat what your takeaways are, or the boom boom room, I should say. What are your takeaways? Mine's is Jasmine, you are very cocky considering somebody that has gotten their ass handed to them on these YouTube streets, and you had to go behind some drama for somebody that did not have a record, now has a darn record here on the YouTube streets, based upon activity that you shouldn't even been friends with this helper, to begin with. Let's just be honest. Why even befriend somebody that Olivia never liked you? Everybody could have told you that. We tried to tell you. It's like, girl, Olivia don't like nobody. She damn sure don't like your pathetic ass. I'm just saying. So that's one takeaway. And the second takeaway is, why stay in relationships or stay in situationships with people that don't like you? You have to start accepting who you are, okay? You have to look in your heart and start accepting what you are. And number 4, when them children come back, you not yell at them. We don't want to. When women, I don't think yelling is the best answer anyway. But nevertheless, usually when parents yell at their children, it's because they are there all the time, right? Jasmine, your children aren't there at all, hardly. So for you to yell, I don't understand why you get so flustered and frustrated when your children come home. Like, then you miss them. Like, they've been at their daddy's house for like going on months. I'm just exaggerating, but you know what I mean? They be gone for a little while now. And so when they come home, why can't you show them the love that they deserve? Like, why do you have to be angry? Why are you so angry when they come home? That's a takeaway. Please don't be angry when they come back. This is an advice. This is advice for you. Can you smile and give them a hug and give them some fake love? And maybe you can fake it till you make it till you actually, got that love for your children. The next thing, I'm not gonna say anything about your looks. I can't control the Crystal Palace on the terms of that. I mean, I don't think you ugly. Everybody thinks you're manly. Look, well, I'm not gonna say nothing about you. I can't stop the Crystal Palace. They have a right to express themselves over here. Not too bad now. Y'all don't get too ignorant now, because y'all know you two got these rules now. But you understand what I'm saying, Jasmine? Like, let's see what else. You need to sell some of those workout equipment. You need to sell some of those shits. If you sell some of those shits, you'll have more than enough money to start paying your bills. You need to number four. I think number four, number five. You need to get you a jobby dog, Stu Doggy Dog. You need to get you a jobby job, because if you get you a jobby job, then you will be able to afford and take care of your rent by yourself, and you won't need anybody. And you can just come up here and enjoy your content without being so nervous and so worried about being able to pay your bills. You wouldn't have to worry about paying your bills if you just go ahead and get a job and just work hard to succeed and fake it till you make it and actually make it, right? You spend a lot of time not focusing on the, as they say, eyes on the prize. Go ask your mama what that means. I'm not being funny. I'm not being nasty. When I say go ask your mama what that means, I don't know. You probably, I don't know. You ain't no telling what your mama. Go Google it. Just Google it. Okay. So you need to keep your eyes on the prize. You know what I mean? That's what you need to do. You need to keep your eyes on the prize, because your mind is just not on the prize. You are everywhere but what you need to be. Okay. And then you got to understand something too. I want to say something to you that I probably have never said to you. You know what you need to start doing? You need to really start thanking God, because God has removed a lot of people out of your life that you did not need to be there. God had to, the ancestors, the creator, uh, what have you, had to force you to get these people out your life. Do you understand that the creator, the ancestors, or whomever, her or whatever, had to come in and force Chris about your life? Do you realize that they had to force Chris Philip and make him go back to jail? Do you understand that they had to make you see the pain and the hurt that you caused your mama? Do you know they had to force um Olivia out your damn life, and you still was talking and you still didn't get it, and you made back up with her? And so they was like, fuck that. The ancestors was like, fuck that. Since you ain't gonna learn, we gonna show you. We got time today, cuz. That's basically what they did, because they got tired of trying to make you see that this, and they kept on removing people back in just for your bitch ass to try to bring them back. And it just don't make no sense. You took Chris back after back. No, not Chris, Philip. You took Philip back after back after back after back after child after child after child after child he done had on you, and you should have been gone. Girl, silly of me to think that I ain't gonna sing that song. I bust the windows out your, no, just like, but I'm saying that you had ample time. They kept trying to tell you. And you ever go back to Color Purple, Jasmine, and watch when she said, God is trying to tell you, sing God trying to tell you something. You need to go back to that. Because I'm telling you, the feeling, the spirit, I don't care what you believe in, but when you hear that song, anybody from any walk of life can relate to that shit. When somebody is trying to tell your dumb ass something, you need to listen. We have told you time and time in to stop and look at your life and fix it. No, everything is a goddamn joke. Just like right damn now, you left it. They said I had to do community service. They said, could you do community service? No, could you do anger management? Oh, that's all I had to do. Do you understand you had to pay for that class? Oh, after we done checked you, it's like, oh, well, I probably did need a little bit. You think you done me? You think? It's just certain things that you don't take pride in, like you're washing your ass. Let's start there. You don't wash your ass. I'm sorry, you don't. I've never seen a heifer take a dry ass shower. Where they do that at? Anyway, that is my take home. Let's see. I got one more. I mean, I got one more. I know I had a few. I know you're gonna say that. Hey, your take home was really long. Okay, I got one more though. Hold on. I got one more, and I'm gonna read y'all's take home. Okay. I got one take home. Okay. One more. Okay. Can you stop being an asshole? Can you stop coming up here being cocky, acting like you know every damn thing? I come up here and I know a little bit about a lot of stuff, but I don't know everything. That's why I rely on the Crystal Palace. That's why I go into the boom boom room. The boom boom room give a lot of good information for the most part. Okay. Y'all be like, Doc, they was safe haven. Ronnie came up in here. Also, my girl was there talking. Everybody talked about it, and we was just like vibing. You get what I'm saying, Jasmine? And sometimes you just don't know every damn thing. Everything ain't funny. Everything is just not funny. Everything that you go through, and you gotta like really understand that you put yourself in this situation and now you got to pay your way out of this shit. So what I'm trying to say is stop bankrupting people. Stop begging for things that you can handle your fucking self. And then if you have to ask somebody for money, you got to do it in a responsible and a righteous way. You're just not righteous. You don't have a righteous bone in your body. You don't even try to be a better person. You don't even try. You come up here, oh, woe is me. I'm broke again. I can't pay my bills. I gotta pay 4th, 5th, 7th deposit. Bitch, you only got one damn deposit. The fuck? I don't know. I was like, well, maybe she, and I thought about it yesterday. I said, well, Jasmine is illy form. Maybe she just didn't understand like a first and last month's rent and then the deposit that you have to pay. No, maybe that's what that was. But honestly, it just doesn't make sense for her to keep going around and around, merry-go-round. And she's just going around and around and around and around instead of just figuring it out. And it's just like a mouse caught in a mouse trap. And you just keep going around in circles. And you still trying to figure out who you are, where you are, and who you know. Now, at the age of 30, I think it's okay to try to, you should be en route to understanding who you are. That's the problem. You should at least be en route. I'm not saying you should have it all figured out, but I'm saying you should be en route. You're not even en route to figuring out where you are or who you are or what you want to be when you grow up, because you apparently are not grown. You still got some years behind you. You really need to send somebody's high school class, maybe freshman year, and they need to teach you like life skills because you just don't get it. And then you need to do like maybe a debutante class, a debutante class, excuse me. I don't even want to tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you that. But what I'm saying is you need to take one of those classes where it teaches you how to hold your fork. It teaches you manners. It teaches you not to piss on live in front of every damn body, embarrassing your damn ass self and shiggity on live. It teaches you not to do that shit. And we're gonna send the videos over in advance. Okay, and we want you to learn some self-esteem and grow you a pair and stop letting people make a fool out of your ass. That's what the hell I gotta say. And I'm done with that word. Now let me see what that's my takeaway. Now let's see what y'all takeaway is. You feel bad for the kids. How you doing, Aunt Lydia? Mom to surprise big twins 37. Okay. Cool. My grandma said she didn't even know she was pregnant with twins. They was like a push. She was like, I'm done. Y'all don't have no more babies in there. They said, yes, you do, ma'am. It's another one. See, my grandma said she almost passed out. We had dinner around the table, and every night my parents asked us about our day, any problems, and he wanted us to be able to talk about our current events. Yes, when we at my dinner table, me and my husband, my son, when we sit down to eat dinner, we just discuss some things that was going on and different things that happen, and we just connect. Has her case been completely adjudicated? If not, she needs to shut the fuck up. That's my takeaway. Yes, her case has. They've already let her know where she is. So sad for the kids, right? Rose, that is so sad and clueless. She's clueless about the damage she is doing. Yeah, she's always came on her and made a complete asshole out of herself. These kids are suffering. Yes, only care about the check. Wait a minute, y'all. I gotta play this real quick. Y'all talking about checks. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on to your love. Y'all got to hold on. Hold on, y'all. It ain't pulling up now. I gotta do this again.
Queen thing, know what you deserve. Don't chase a headline, chase a check. In me, let your hustle earn respect. He'll come around when you blowing. But your bag, that's all we showing. Don't chase a headline, chase a check. Let your moves break the next.
Don't chase a man, chase a check. Okay. but chase the check righteously. Don't chase somebody else's check. You know what I'm saying? Like energy is real. What do I mean by that? Exchange of energy means a lot. So if I'm selling you something, you're buying it, right? If you're selling me something, I am buying it. So energy of exchange is very important. So you equally have to give an exchange. Jasmine don't give exchange or return of energy, which is why the fuck she always in the situation she is. She does not know how to reciprocate energy, providing good energy to her fellow people, providing a safe way, providing a way for them to be able to express themselves, providing a way that she could, give somebody else something great, that maybe a physical, because she doesn't do that well. So maybe something physical, maybe in the form of a wallet, some money, or maybe in the form of a gift, just to let somebody know you're thinking about them. She's do that bullshit for Chris. Chris wasn't doing that for her. So it's things like that that I have to, tell you that you don't do energy transference at all. I mean, I don't mean energy transference like, let me break this down. Hold on before we go there. I don't mean energy transference on the terms of me being a life coach and one of my um clients falling in love with me, and they're and basically it's not that they love me, they just miss their person that they're with. So that is also considered the energy of transference. So they're transferring their energy on from the person that they was with to me, because that person is not there, or they can't be with them in the way they would want to, and they can't express themselves, so they feel like, oh, I like you now. That is not happening now, but I'm just making a point that that's another form of energy transfer. Energy transference meaning energy, I should use a different phrase. Actually, I should do energy of moving energy, or manipulating energy, or providing an energetic cube to transfer back and forth to one another, to share energy. Jasmine doesn't know how to do that, because Jasmine is a taker, and she's going to take until she can't take no more, until your wallets are empty. She's just like a hoe. That's what hoes and pimps do. That's what I'm saying. She's a combination of a hoe and a pimp. You know what I'm saying? So, AKA a madam. Most madams at some point probably were started off as what? Hoes. I'm just trying to, in most cases, not all. Now, some madams come in as a madam, and she just is what she is, and she not doing anything else but a madam, right? But what I'm saying, that's why I said most. So most madams had one point had been a hoe at some point. So I'm just telling you. So Jasmine, is what she is, in my opinion. So, all right, y'all. I'm getting sleepy. I'm talking crazy. Y'all leaving, and it's time for me to go. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm out. Let's hit the music, Sam. Let's hit the music. Okay. Where the hell is my damn music at? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Green tick, know what you deserve. Don't chase an eggplant, chase a